I'm Keandra.
I'm Kim.
And we are Jolie Noir. So, guys, we are so excited about tonight's live because we have a really great topic for you guys tonight. Sorry, we know that you guys really love and appreciate our relationship conversations, and so we're coming back with more of those. Yeah. And so tonight's topic is: are you really ready for the relationship that you've been praying for? And so, yeah, we can't wait to dive into these. But first, we had a giveaway on last Sunday, and 3 ladies won. And so we asked one of you, hi, Mimi.
Hi.
So we asked you guys rather, if you would please, DM us your name, your
shipping
address, and
hi.
I think that's all we asked for. I think. Hi.
Hi. Now this is better.
Right. Hi, sisters. I saw you both on
in the line at church.
Oh my gosh. Why didn't you come and say hi? That's funny. We saw 2 ladies. Okay, so first we'll get into that. But then so if you won last week with the giveaway, then please send us your name, your shipping address, and that's it because it's not like we did a t-shirt giveaway or anything like that. So we're ready to, ship off the prizes. One person has come to retrieve their prize, but we're waiting for the other 2 ladies. So if you are on here tonight or if you see this live, please go and leave all the information that we asked so that we can go ahead and get everybody's prize to them.
And if Instagram is not good for you, then you can always email us on our email info@JolieNoire or send us a contact on our
our
web contact form. So
so that's so funny that Lorenia, is that how you pronounce it? Please let me know if I'm saying it correctly.
Hi,
Latoya. Hi, Latoya. But so that's so funny that you said you received. No, Mimi. Okay, so we didn't receive your. Was it yours that I received? No, it wasn't yours. It was that a med boy came back. You get out of here, y'all. We started our live at first, and then we got out of there because like a lot of weird people came in, and then when y'all came, like Jovita, Lorena, Latoya, Mimi, when y'all came in, we was like, okay, that's better. But so but no, Mimi, please go and give us your information, and maybe I missed it. I don't know. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
But so it's funny that you say that, Lorena, because we didn't even make it inside the church.
Never were able to get inside.
And we even posted or rather put in the vlog, because we have a vlog that comes out tomorrow. We even put in the vlog that we were going to be going to church today. This was, our first time going into this building. It's it's our second time because our church was actually the first church to be in that building. We used to go to a church called Changing a Generation. Our pastor was Bishop Paulus Morton. If you're familiar with Full Gospel Baptist Church, he is the founder of Full Gospel, and his son is PJ Morton, who is one of the members of Maroon 5. And so it was just, we were saying how in the vlog it was such a full circle moment for us because
we were so excited.
That was the church that we went to when we first moved here. In Atlanta.
And we missed church.
Yeah, we missed church.
Going to church.
I mean, it's one thing to, stand in your faith, take that stance, and, run with it, live for God, and all those things. But, the Bible talks about how we need accountability. And this is one of the reasons why we go to church. It's one of the reasons why we, are to be around like-minded people, because we need the Lord. We need each other, We can't do this alone. And so, we want to be at church. But, child, we never made it in. That line was so long.
She said she saw when we left. She said she almost called out to us, and they started to walk in.
Yeah, about 10 minutes.
I said, as soon as we walk out, And so walk away. We're gonna they're gonna go in. Nothing is coincidental, right? It's not something. Yes, he has something for
Please
us.
come back.
Oh, don't worry, we're coming back.
Yeah, we just
we have to come with a
service.
strategy. We have to get a strategy. I have we both have sinus issues, and so as you know, all the trees and the pollen, and I've already been struggling. And by the time we got back to the car, I was having kind of a wheezing cough. So it was I couldn't do it anymore. She couldn't do it anymore. And so it's just okay. I was Lord, we have stood here. It was a total of 4 hours. We got there 4 hours earlier than the 3 o'clock time. Yeah. And I was I want to go.
We were in time. We were on time. We were more than on time for
the 12:45 service. We were really good. So now we just have to figure out. So we're not complaining at all. We just have to figure out a groove because we've never gone to a church that's had this type of membership, I guess you can say. And then we're not sure because some people were saying that they came from out of town. And so, we're anticipating that hopefully, some of it was also them, people who were coming, to come see and stuff like that. First day is definitely, I'm sure, gonna be, more people, but no, we're gonna continue to try because I do believe there are no coincidences. You're right, and so we're excited. So it's so cool that a lot of our Noire Babes are our church family.
Yeah, that's funny.
We're definitely claiming the church.
Yeah, we saw 2 girls there today. Who so as we were so let's first say hey to everybody. Hi everyone.
Hi.
Nostalgic Stuff says I am new. Okay.
Oh, hi.
Nice to meet you. Riker. Hey, I've been inspired by you guys for so long. Love you guys.
Aww.
You're so kind. Can I have a shout out?
Aww.
Hey Riker.
Hi, Riker. Thank you. That's sweet.
Either of you need an Amish husband? No.
We're waiting on the Lord to send us.
Amen. Which is one of the reasons, or rather, one of the things that we'll be talking about tonight. Hey, John.
Oh, I didn't realize that. She said spring break, and so many people are from out of town. I didn't realize that.
They were in the line asking people where you from.
Yeah.
And people were like Alabama.
I need to go back
North
to school
Carolina.
or get some children or something.
And we were like. We were like, why are these people here?
What is
this is not a freak show. This is not an attraction.
Why are you?
This is not the circus. We in this long line.
But it's good that they wanted to go to the church.
Yeah, very good. Because everybody needs Jesus.
And we're ready to really get nestled in and get,
I just want my church home.
In the church and stuff like that because we've not been, ever since the pandemic, we've, been at home watching church.
During the pandemic, we left out of that church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So out of that church, that's right. We visited the new church of Changing a Generation a few times, and we just were like, well, we're not feeling it. We felt like the Lord was leading us somewhere else, and so we prayed about it and stuff like that. Keandra prayed about it, and I prayed about it, and we typically do the same things that each other does. So yeah, fried chicken.
Yeah, it's good.
So yes, it is. Where do we go? What do you guys do here?
Venus and Serena.
We don't play tennis. I think they are quite better and much more athletic than us. But
actually, they're from
Louisiana.
Shreveport.
Yeah, their dad is from Shreveport.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So you're close. But yeah, so we do fashion and business.
Fashionable. Don't hate.
What is that? How many fingers can you?
Y'all be 4
Lord.
now.
Pastor loves. Ryan, hush. That's sad.
So weird.
What y'all cooking? You know what? We're not cooking this Sunday. We're actually planning to cook for next Sunday, but our aunt will be in town, so we might be going out to eat then too. I've been
Angela.
craving roast and stuff like that. Actually, our mom canned. I don't know if you guys remember this, but our mom has been canning, and she canned roast, greens. What else did she can? She canned a bunch of stuff, and then we're gonna make some other sides to go with it. So we don't have to make that.
You're back again.
Who is this?
That X4 person.
X4.
We left you on the other live.
Right. What is your problem? I'm gonna go ahead and do you a favor. Can I ask you something?
No.
If it's crazy, no. Now that's so real. I'm sorry. What's real? Is she all right? Y'all go stop playing.
Y'all do too much. I hate you guys.
How did you guys find us? Good morning, beauty queen. Hi.
Hi.
Nice decor. Thank you.
Thank you, Dion.
Okay, so yeah, I think we're caught up
Hi,
now.
Susan. Okay,
Hi.
good. Yeah, so yeah, we're just talking about you know, what we talking about. You from ATL? No.
We're not from Atlanta, no, but we're based in Atlanta. Yeah, so we're from Louisiana. I love your hair. Thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
It's yeah. Why no? Because you just cussed, and we're not here for that.
You
and you behave,
crazy stuff.
and you be respectful. I don't know if you're a kid.
And while
or
you're here,
man.
everyone, please like the live.
Hello, dear friend. Hi.
Hi there. Are you guys sisters? Yes, we are sisters. But yeah, so that was our adventures, and I was so bummed. We got home, and I was like, man, we didn't go to church. Like, we, spent all this time getting ready and stuff, and then we weren't able to go. And, if, of course, had we just waited a little bit longer, we would have been able to get in. But I'm like, Lord, be with my sinuses tonight. I even have my tissues right here, and I have my, I was drinking some spearmint tea, trying to clear up my passageways from earlier today.
No, there is no shortcut to success at all.
Yeah, doublemint twins.
I'm 40 and
I'm 38.
Underrated haircut. Let me tell you, because I'm glad you understand.
These ain't no D twins, Dion James. Without that D part, you're right. Older sister is better than younger.
Well, we don't do any of that. You're doing a lot. And who's the oldest?
Well, he probably heard.
Oh.
YouTube dream home.
What? Okay, so we're here for a purpose.
Yes,
not
we
to
are.
do all this. So again, if you were here on the last live last Sunday, if you were one of the winners. Hi, Tanya. If you were one of the winners from last Sunday for the giveaway, again, please DM us your information that we asked for, and we'll get you your prize out to you on very soon. So yeah, I think you did.
Okay, good.
Okay, so guys, let's get to this topic tonight. We didn't put it on the title tonight because the first time when we went live tonight, yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Either way. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So tonight's topic is: are you really ready for the relationship that you're praying for? Okay. I wanted to read this right quick to you guys. So it says, this one hits deep and opens up space for real, honest conversation about self-awareness, emotional maturity, spiritual alignment, and practical readiness, especially in your late 30s and 40s. A lot of us, we have our issues and, different things like that as it relates to us being in our 30s and our 40s.
Yeah.
Because we feel like, we have our careers to tend to, but we still want a family. We have, relationships that we've been in before, but, we're so hurt because, we don't, want to, or rather, we're so hurt that we don't want to, move forward in something, that could be great, but because, we're, afraid or whatever. But what we want to talk about, though, is, are you really ready for the relationship that you prayed for? And, what does that look like?
Right.
Like, what does ready look like to you, And if you're not there, then, get ready. Again, for you guys who are always in here with us, if you're new, we love for you guys to chime in.
Yeah.
And we read the comments. We have, dialogue with you guys, just back and forth conversation, because we don't come here to teach you guys anything. We come here because we're all gleaning from each other and just having the conversations that are needed.
Because we're not experts.
Yeah, we're not experts, but we do all need healthy conversation about these types of things. Hi, do you suggest if your Republican and Democrat question is not concerning you being ready for the relationship that you've been praying for, then you probably shouldn't ask that silver eagle, okay? I have problems with my sister, and I want to know how to deal with it. Okay, so But yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta start blocking people because, like, y'all gotta be mature. Like, y'all gotta grow up. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, so that's the topic for tonight. But yeah, are you really ready for the relationship that you're praying for?
Yeah, I was gonna say something before that, but I can't remember what happened. We need moderators
For the comments.
Yeah,
People usually ask or whatever, but I mean, tonight we cool. Who did you want to win this? Bottom.
Hi, Jamaica.
Hello.
Hey, Tyra.
Can you
Happy
do
Chicago
a
Live being ready
fridge?
for a relationship you prayed for is vital.
Yeah.
If you aren't, you can put yourself and others in bad situations. That is so true, Tyra.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And readiness looks different for all of us because, you know, we're all different. And so it's something that's not going to, you know, like what's ready for you is not going to be what's ready for me.
Mm-hmm.
And that is okay. But we just have to know, you know, basically what our non-negotiables are, what are, you know, things that we're willing to be flexible on are. So, excuse me. So yeah, it's and then learning how not to be, you know, so shallow sometimes, because we can be shallow and, you know, think that, you know, someone should be perfect or, you know, and it's not, because I don't feel like you can ever be ready, right? Like, I don't think that readiness isn't like, oh, this is the perfect time. It's just that you have a few tools under your belt, or a lot more tools under your belt than you had in your previous relationship, and that you are learning as you go. So I think that, and you're learning in relationships, and you can do that, and you can test your readiness without being in an actual relationship, because you can test that out with your family, you can test that out with friends, and how you're serving them, how you're communicating with them, how vulnerable you are with them, you know, things like that.
Yeah. I think Eula Diamond TV says, understandable, but it's hard. It's been hard out here, even with prayer.
Yeah. No, it is difficult. Oh, go ahead.
No, and I was just gonna say that you definitely have to contend. And so, like, Eula, what's the hardest thing? You know, like even like with prayer, like what makes it so hard? Like preparing yourself for, you know, the relationship that you're praying for.
Oh yeah, is the preparation hard or is the waiting hard? That's a good question.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Tanya. Oh, okay.
Our day is going well. Is it Kalia?
I think so. Hey.
Oh no, that's okay. We've not been on that long. Thank you. Tanya, excuse me. Tanya says, many are so damaged they don't have any idea what you're talking about. Many have admitted to me they don't know what a healthy relationship is, and they don't have standards. You know, Tanya, that's true. You can see that in today's time, and that's actually, I think those people are further ahead in life and readiness than people who act like they have it all together, or like they know what a healthy relationship is like. Because to admit that you don't have an idea of that means that you're willing to learn, and that you're willing to, you know, be an active participant in a healthy relationship. And what I've learned is that that you can, you know, you can find that along the way. Like that's not something that you have to have like stable, but I absolutely believe that you should have some healing, excuse me, some healing under your belt, your tool belt, you know, if you will, before you get into a relationship. I don't believe in hopping from relationship to relationship, or getting, excuse me, with someone else to get over someone else. I think that's harmful to you and to the other person. It doesn't help you really learn anything. I think that moving on too fast is dangerous. And I think that there should be a period of time that you wait between getting into another relationship. You know, if you I'm sorry. Now we both are coughing. My goodness, I need some water. I'm gonna get some water.
Okay.
I'm sorry. One second, y'all.
Yeah, while she does that. So, Eula, you said the waiting for you. You've been single your whole 20s and now you're 32. What's funny about that, though, is that I was just sharing with Kim that waiting, waiting most times, it's really us not just, working on our career or, working on, whatever it is that you think that you should be working on. Waiting most times is us preparing for that particular thing, and a lot of times we just want what we want, but honestly we're not ready for that, and that's not to talk down concerning whatever it is that you are feeling, your emotions concerning it or anything like that. It's just the truth. I've wanted relationship and thank you, things like that, but I mean it's just not been the moment. It's just not been rather time for that. And so yeah, I think you just have to prepare, and you prepare by getting yourself in the presence of God, and I know for some people that might be too deep, but that's our creator. He knows us better than anything. And the relationship is from him. It's a gift. Yeah. That man is going to be a gift. And so in order for you to know how to handle him and deal with him and all those things, you need his maker, And so sitting before the Lord, gaining an understanding, and, doing all the things that you can do to like improve yourself, things like that, do those things. And you'll probably end up getting your mind off of, it seems like, it's taking too long or whatever it is that, you say to yourself. These same things that we've probably said to ourselves too.
Yeah.
And so you'll put that on the table for me. Thank you. But yeah, so.
One thing I will say about, the waiting being hard is that if you take a look at it, I think what makes the waiting part so hard is that...
Hey, Jaden. No, we're not twins.
Mm-hmm. I think what makes the waiting so hard is that it's the uncertainty or the unknown thing. Like, you don't know, right? Like, it's believing that the Lord will come through in that way for you. Because in reality, he doesn't have to. I mean, that's just the truth. Yeah. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to do any of the great things that he does for us. He just does, right? And so I think that when we really kind of tear down like all of the things, like the layers of what makes waiting on anything so difficult, I think it's that at the core of it is it's a belief issue. And a doubt issue. Because
the person who just said there is no Lord, it's a belief issue.
That'll do that. Yeah, but and I think that when we're honest to that degree, then we can take that to the Lord and say, Lord, I have an issue
in my heart.
Yeah, in my heart with trusting you. Yeah. And so then when I ask that, or when I say that, then do I believe you, and then do I believe that you're real? And then that's where you're talking koala. Mm-hmm. We don't want to be in that space. We don't want to be in that space, but that is where that's kind of leading. Hi, Cynthia. That's where that's leading you. So you get to make a decision. Am I going to believe the Lord for everything, and believe who he says he is? And at the end of the day, if he never brings me a husband, if he never presents us to each other, if he comes back before then, he's still great, he's still good. And that's the decision that we have to make in our hearts and in our minds, and trust that.
Talking koala, you do believe. You're angry. You're angry. And I think, now I'll never, and I'm not saying that I'm better or anything like that, but I'll never get to a point where I say that I don't believe anymore. Have I been angry with the Lord? Yes, but that's because I've been immature in thought. Yeah. Mad because, like Kim said, something didn't go the way that I wanted it to, or what I prayed for I hadn't received yet. Yeah. When God is not a genie in a bottle. Nope. You know, he doesn't just move at our every whim. And so, you know, you have to be patient. And it may be something in you that he's trying to like mold or shape in you. If you're a lot of times we're very impatient. Yeah. And so it makes us angry, and you know, we like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm out. Yeah. You don't need more finances. If that's the case, if that's what you're going to do, if you're going to chunk up the deuces and you're out because you're mad, you don't need a spouse, because when they make you mad, you're going to chunk up the deuces. And then now you've hurt that person. If you have children, you've hurt your children. And so you don't need the major career that you're asking God for, because you're so ready to chunk up the deuces. I don't believe anymore. I don't this anymore. I don't that anymore. So it's like the Lord says, okay, you don't need this. You don't need this right now. What you need is patience and humbling. That's what you need. And we have been there. And so I understand you saying that, you know, what you're saying when you say that you don't believe, what you're saying is that you're hurt. You didn't get your way. And, you know, I get it. I understand it. But you got to be mature. And you got to change that perspective and that outlook. I'm 36. My child died. My girlfriend left. I'm going to prison for things I did not do. A lot of friends are dead already. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry for your loss of your child and your girlfriend. God is still good, you know? That is just what we have to always go back to. We have all had tragedies in our lives, and I, you know, cannot make small your child dying, because that's not small at all. At the same time, the Lord, you have to find the goodness in him and find out, you know, I don't believe that, you know, God is always trying to teach you something through, like, that sucks. Like, that is not, you know, anything. I do understand being unhappy about that. He's your maker, and that is who you have to run to when you have trials. It is not a safe place for you to be, you know, angry to the point of, you know, not believing him, because that your belief in him was conditional, and his love for us is unconditional. And so you want him to always perform the way that you want him to perform, and as soon as he doesn't, then you want to leave. But you don't want that to be said of him to do the same of you. So I think that I pray that you do find, you know, that you come to a place of humbling, that he is your father, and that he loves you, you know, and that we are in a fallen world. That is not the Lord, you know. The things that happen to us isn't the Lord. It is the fact that we are in a fallen world. And, you know, there's not anything we can do about that. But we do have to continue to cling on to him, because this is not our final destination. This isn't our home. So I do pray for you that you,
thank you, Tora.
Thank you, that you do find your way back to the Lord.
It's just to keep people happy, to believe in God.
Well, you know,
the joy of the Lord is our strength.
Joy, we have joy. We don't have happiness always. As we're talking about, you know, something that you might find, you know, small, but for us, you know, for a lot of people, having, you know, the right relationship is something that's big, and it is something that a lot of people do have to grieve. And so, you know, we're all waiting on something, wanting something, wishing something was different, you know, things like that. So it's not always that you're happy. And it's just that, you know, you have to find your peace and your joy in the Lord. He is our peace. He is our joy.
Now, I wonder, though, because with all the things that you're saying, talking koala, I wonder if you're just picking, or if these things are truly happening to you. If these things are truly happening to you, again, we are sorry. But if they're not, and you're just picking because, you know, you hear a lot of people who they try to, like, they try to, like, show the bad side of God or Christianity or you know, those types of things. And I think that's pretty sad to do that. even if these things are happening to you, I think that it's not necessarily something that you should like. It's not something that you should broadcast that these things are happening to me, and like it to. I think you should just like we just shouldn't place blame, in any kind of way on God. Again, just I mean, really, I don't know, because it all sounds just, yeah, that's a lot. All these things are happening to you.
I mean, but out of all the wonderful things that do happen, and out of all the wonderful things that you see, he's in everything. And so if you see him in any, like in the trees, the sun, all of the great things that happen in this life, and what do you make of those things for yourself? What do you say for the great things that happen? It's easy to focus on the negative things that, we go through. But it is, I think that, we know you're in pain. And that's understandable. It's just, the only thing I can say is to turn to the Lord. And if you don't want to turn to the Lord, it's not a good idea to, continue to, to sit there, experience your pain, and then, try your best to get up from there.
Yeah. So, which is kind of like a segue into focus on the things of God, not the things of this world. Yeah. That's good. But yeah, this is kind of like a segue into one of our points. What emotional or spiritual preparation looks like at this stage in life for you, we all have dealt with some type of crazy situation or issue in life. None of us are gonna go without having, anything happen to us. But how do you prepare from there to prepare for another person who will come into your life that you'll also have to deal with their issues and their problems and their pasts, And so I think that that's important to to deal with those things. You got to heal in order to, come into that next season.
Yeah.
You
have to go through it.
Yeah, you have to go through pain.
It's either you stay there, stay stuck, or you move forward.
Yeah.
And so that's why it's important, so that you don't bring someone else in your, healing phase. I do believe there's a healing phase, but then there's always healing that goes on. So while you're in turmoil, that's not when you bring someone into a relationship with you. Mm-hmm. But then once the fog has lifted and you're able to see a bit more clearly, you might still have some of the lingering patterns that you had before, but you're able to navigate that a little bit better with somebody. Then that's when I feel like you should get into a relationship. David says, I agree with you. People try to blame God when at the same time they should be thanking God for inhaling and exhaling.
That's right.
And I agree with that, David. So healing emotionally, I often see people say, well, you're never fully healed. And while that's true-ish, it's true to a degree, but there are some things that you can master. You don't have to always be controlled by the things that happen to you. Yeah. You don't have to be controlled by those things. And there are some things that might come up that your partner could help you through and help you with. But if you know that you're actively storming off and, raging at people, that is not the ideal thing, right? Like, not only is ideal, I think that that's a full stop. You shouldn't enter into a relationship.
Yeah. Tanya says, trauma is a chapter. Right. Yeah. It is not to become who you are. Right. If you are determined to stay complacent, you are choosing your position in life.
That's true, right. Tanya. Mm-hmm. Yep. I've heard it once before that, well, this shouldn't have happened to me. Well, no, you're right. It shouldn't have happened to you, but it did. And so,
but also think about it. What did you do now? Because everything is not something that you can control, right? Mm-hmm. But then there are a lot of things that contribute to our pains and our issues in our lives, and we could have controlled those things. Yeah, we could have dealt with those things before they got out of hand. Or sometimes, like for me, I have done some things that I should not have done, And then I'll go and say, Lord, please help me. Please forgive me. And he's like, my grace and my mercy are here for you. But some things you have to reap. The Bible says you reap what you sow. You know what I'm saying? You have to reap some things. And so I think though that is still God's mercy that you reap, because that when the when the reaping happens, you end up stopping. Many of us, we end up stopping doing what we did. And if we wouldn't have had that situation to happen, a bad thing to happen to us, we wouldn't have stopped. We wouldn't have turned to God, you know? And so, I'm grateful for all the bad things that happened. Honestly, y'all, grateful for the things that I wanted that did not happen, because when I look back, I'm like, you know what? I thought I wanted that so bad, and I really didn't. I really did not.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
No, I agree. But if you do find yourself in a place where, it's not your fault, I do believe that there's accountability. Like Tanya said, are you willing to take accountability for your part? And even after taking accountability, because I've been in this place, after taking accountability, it's still like, yeah, but this sucks, because the part that, you take your accountability and then other people, they don't take theirs. And so the thing that you have to arrive at is that, yeah, it sucks, it happened, and so you gotta move on from that.
This is good. 10 Light Star 01 says, I am not grateful for my husband being physically abusive to me and making me homeless. Boom.
You should not be.
You should not be.
That's right.
Should not be. As a matter of fact, you're out of that situation. I'm happy for you. Very happy for you. But we don't know, because we don't know your situation. You know what I'm saying? So we can't say who was that? I don't know, because a lot of people are, they'll say, well, you chose wrong and those types of things, but you don't know. Yeah, it's not compassionate, and you don't know in the beginning.
Right.
But so no one's telling you to be grateful for that. No one's ever telling you. I don't think I've heard anybody say to be grateful for bad things. In that
I think
regard.
that I think some people suggest that people should be grateful. I do think that in all things we should be grateful, and so that means that we should be grateful to the Lord, but we're not grateful for those things that happen. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't tell somebody that. There's another way that the word can reframe that for us.
They didn't say they were out of that situation.
No, they said they now are homeless. Unless they're homeless with the husband. They also use past tense.
Right.
So, Liam, that reading that sentence, they can confirm for us if they're still there. If they're still there, we hope that you get out of that. We hope that you run from that situation. But based on reading and grammar and, the way that they wrote that, it's past tense, it's their past. This is exactly what I mean.
That's
women want to. Women even want to.
Well, that's what I hear is to be happy. I'm out of the situation. We thought so. But now I'm homeless, and our society and government won't help me find a place to live. There's no hope for me now. What's crazy about that, though, is that because that's very sad. It is. But what a lot of the, comments have been in tonight's comments, or, what they've been rather, are to be grateful, not necessarily because of things that happened to you, grateful to be alive. Right. That's what we're saying, change the perspective. As hard as it might be, because you're in that situation.
Well, even Tanya, she said, what state are you in? 10 Light Star 01. So you opening up about that could possibly, she may have a resource for you.
And that's a beautiful thing. Yeah. That's so good.
I tried to get out of the marriage before he hit me, but there was no hope for me to exit the marriage safely before he hit me. So I had to get the police involved. Yeah, no, and that's the appropriate thing to do. I do know that, unfortunately, there's not really a protection for people who are being abused like that, to, head it off, so much. Unfortunately, things do have to happen for people to take action. And that really does suck. I hate that. But yeah, I think that if you tell Tanya what state you're in, then hopefully she can, give you like some kind of guidance to resources to be able to help you.
Yeah. But yeah, like this conversation was not supposed to go like this way.
That's okay.
But yeah. You want to read it out loud?
Oh, yeah, I will. She says, 10 Light Star says, well, the thing with being homeless is that you end up with other people who are strangers traumatizing you further in transient situations, and it doesn't help with post-traumatic stress disorder. Yeah, I can only imagine that makes it worse. Are you able to, because I know that some people are able to get like mental health care. So are you able to contact, like, I don't know, I can't remember like all the ways to be able to do that, but maybe you can, I don't know, maybe you can Google how to get, that to help with the PTSD. Let's see, that is very sad. Miss Debbie says that is very sad, but you going through the storm. Oh, let's see. But look at it light thing. I'm so sorry, y'all. Look at it.
The light is shining.
Oh, look at
every day.
the light is shining every day through God Almighty, praying for your healing and praying for your strength. That's right. Yes, you are going through because you're alive, which is amazing. Oh goodness. Okay. I'll stop so that you can take your conversation in the direction you wanted to. Well, I think that you should share your state. I mean, I think that this is, I don't find a problem with this, because if you can get the help that you need, I think that, that's great. That is actually the Lord providing a way for you, to be able to get the help that you need. So if there is someone on here with a resource, then you came to the right place, and, you stopped by at the right time. What resources do you have in your area? If you have Medicaid, there is free therapy.
Thank you, Miss Debbie. That's good.
So, you want to go to the next thing?
Yeah. Okay, so non-negotiables versus preferences.
Non-negotiables versus, oh Lord, what am I saying? Non-negotiables versus preferences. Mm-hmm. So, do y'all have any non-negotiables? Miss Debbie, I'd love to hear some of your non-negotiables that you had and your preferences. Like, Miss Debbie is newly engaged, and so I would love to hear. And Tanya, you're married, I think, right? And so I would love to hear some of yours too. We all have like the things that we wish and want and stuff like that, and things that are just like ain't gonna happen. Like, what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna be good for our relationships. And so I know non-negotiable for me is he has to be saved. Like, and he not just like, I go to church, but he has to be a true man of God.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and definitely has to be a true man of God, because, with all the things that are going on and happening to people, you know what I'm saying? Like the lady that was just on here talking about her situation.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely need someone who is going to, be loving and kind, who knows how to, pray you through, you know what I'm saying? Instead of being abusive, for sure. Yeah. We need strong, godly men who are going to, cover us and help us. Yeah. And again, 10 Light Star 01, we are sorry for, you dealing with all the things that you're dealing with. Well, this has been going on since the time frame of before the insurrection. And I hope...
The hope does not exist in my state. I have exhausted all charities and all churches. They won't help.
The state does not have anything that can help me because I fall between the cracks as a female who was married to a male. I fall between the cracks of I am not eligible. Another good number to call for help is 800 New Life for Christian counseling and referrals. Thank you, Cynthia C. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you, Cynthia. So yeah, non-negotiables and preferences. So yeah, Miss Debbie said that hers was smoking, no smoking, and you must know the Lord.
Yes.
So yeah, no, those are perfect because our grandmother used to smoke, and so we grew up around that. And first of all, I never could handle it because of my sinuses, and so we like the smell of that just is ingrained in me. She no longer smokes, and I still remember what that smelled like, and so I just hate the smell. And I would never I probably wouldn't be able to survive around it in any ways.
You have to have a relationship with God. Yes, He has to have morals, integrity, and kindness, and not to mention established in life, and can add a family type of person.
Yeah.
And can I add a family type of person?
Yeah,
for sure.
That's true.
Yeah.
I like how people say that he wants to be a husband and not just have a wife, because that speaks to him being a family person. Because I feel like if I as a wife want to be a wife more than I want to have a husband, and then he wants to be a husband more than he wants to have a wife,
it's gonna
then
work
we're gonna
well.
cover each other.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You have to have a relationship with God. We already read that one. Okay. Yeah, so.
Yeah, thank you, Mimi. So all of the resources that these ladies are putting in the comments, there's a lot. There may not be a lot for you in your state, but for sure there are a lot of other resources. And again, thank God that you're here so that you're able to, have these.
And hopefully you can try one.
Have the help. Yeah, hopefully you can try one. Free Carmelo Anthony. What's up, little moms? Little moms.
But yeah, how established in the career or in their life rather should they be? Like, in your opinion, like how established in life should somebody be? I say, that they should be able to respect money and
at the least,
at the very least. But then,
because they may not be like.
They're not gonna. They may not be rich.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
And they may not even have like their foot in the door as it relates to their career, but at least they know how to steward whatever it is that they have. Well, sometimes
they might be in between careers.
Yeah, right.
We'll say that.
Yeah, it could be.
But yeah, so
or they may be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And may not be there yet.
Yeah, that's true. And so, is it a mindset thing? Is it more like of like a dollar amount? Because everybody has something different that they want to see. Some people want to see that you're making like a certain amount of money, and things like that. Something you are going to address related to preferences based on cultural preferences since it has come out. Okay, let me read this. Is this something you are going to address related to preferences based on cultural preferences, since it has come out that a lot of people find it hard? Actually, it said that culture is one of those things that you want to find as that's like something that would be a compatibility thing. That religion, stuff like that, are things that you want to be as close in.
For sure.
I guess relatability or because
somebody can grow or decide that they don't want, like if it's Christianity, decide that they no longer want to serve the Lord anymore,
right?
And so then that spouse is left.
Yeah. So but I mean, obviously if you are somebody that you want to cross cultures, I mean, if that's something that you can do, then I think that
as a Christian, I don't think that you should.
No, not Christian. I'm talking about like cultures, because I mean, other cultures of people are Christians too. But as a black woman, I want to be with a black man. That's not a preference for me. That's a non-negotiable. I want a black man. So But that's, some people do. They're like, okay, I don't mind. I don't want my kids to, which is becoming even more, it's like even more accepted now than back when even we were children. But yeah, I don't want that. Non-negotiable. Mimi says non-negotiable is someone who can handle funds
Is not reckless.
and is not reckless.
You can't drag me down into financial.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's the important thing, Mimi.
Yeah.
I think even more so than how much you make. Our mom has always said that it's not about how much you make, but what you do with what you make. And so if he's not self-controlled in that area, then that can be very difficult. And so, I agree 100%. He doesn't have to come with a lot of money, but I do want him to be ambitious and want to grow.
Tanya.
Just have Tanya said just have a financial mind and an ability to be the lead and can be led. That's right. I agree with that, Tanya. That having a husband that can, take instruction as well as give instruction, because there are some areas that he'll be strong in for us and that, we'll be stronger in for them. And then, so yeah, I do agree with that across the board, not just finances. So Miss Debbie said, you are now a single person. You are now separated when you apply for many. Oh, I think this is for the other, for 10 Light, I think that's her name. Any type of resources, do not use that you're married. You are single now. This is for the young lady.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Debbie.
Miss Debbie.
Lord, please bless everyone here today. Amen. Thank you, Nicholas.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, ladies. I found you guys' page today. Thank you, Des by Design.
Thank you.
Enjoying the content thus far. Thank you.
No, we're not
Sandra. We're not.
Sing a Spanish song.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Da 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 da. Feliz da.
Oh gosh, I was about to say you might want to stop on that one.
Nah, I'm good. I did what I wanted to do.
A lot of men will say that if he has no money, that she should still love him anyway, without any money and being broke at the time they meet. I think that's fine at I think you should define no money, right? I think that, in your 20s, that's more accepted because you're both growing. But a lot of times by 30s and 40s, you have, you're more established. I do know that people fall on hard times, but I do think how hard those times are describes how they live their life. And I do think that is something that you should take very cautiously. You should be cautious with that going forward with that relationship, because that can show in so many other areas of their life. I understand wanting to be loved at the place that you're in, especially if you're someone who has good intentions. But I think what people who have good intentions should remember is that, well, the person on the other end of that should use discernment, but the person who has the good intentions, which would be the man who has no money, you have to remember that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm saying because if they have the person, if he has good intentions, not all men who have no money have good intentions. What I'm saying is that if, because they said that they should be loved by a woman regardless of what they have. I think that I do think that there's a certain level of, I don't think, like I said, there's not a certain number that you should have in your bank account. I don't think I think it's the mindset that I think that women should look for in the men and that men should look to have, so that they can prove that they have, because you're coupling with somebody. And like Mimi said, you don't want someone that's going to bring you down. So if you're already reckless with the money that you have, you're not willing to do better. I saw a guy say on Instagram before, he's, the head of his home, why wouldn't he go and get, an extra income or go and, further himself to better himself so that he can provide for his family, for his wife. I love that. Like, I love that idea because it's like, yeah, like, do more, because these are two people, and especially if you are in the dynamic where he's the provider. So it's hard not having money. That's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a kind of hard that a lot of people have lived already and a lot of people are not willing to live again. And so, like I said, I mean, you have to understand that with your well intentions that, intent doesn't have anything to do with actions, like with what you actually do. And who's to say that you're actually going to become, like that you're going to actually do the things, because even you yourself could fall unwell, things happen, life happens. And it's just not fair to people that your life happened and you didn't keep up with your end of the deal.
But because I guess I really didn't pay attention to the comment until you reread it, or rather till I just sat here and read it too. But it says a lot of men will say that if he has no money, that she should still love him anyway. I think that's almost kind of like a manipulation tactic too, because you throw love in there. But what it is that
I don't know you yet.
Yeah. So, but that you yourself as the woman, you have to use discernment. That's what I was saying, and you have to be really careful and mindful. And just because anybody tells you that does not mean that you have to listen to that.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
If that's not what you want, then that's
right.
Not what you want.
And like just because a lot of men, and you see a lot of people say that too, like, or men saying those types of things. Just because you say that does not mean that I'm gonna go with it. And so then that means, because I don't agree with it, that
you're not
we
the
don't
person
move forward.
for me.
Yeah, you're not for me. Yeah.
You have to find somebody that's on the same thing that you're on.
Yeah, for sure. Tanya says, and people, I always say to my male and female clients, people these days want to lay and not date you, have to take time and learn someone through all their seasons.
That's right.
Definitely do.
Yep.
Yeah. I love Jesus. Praise to him. Yes, you are
You're
right. Don't question
okay?
it. Don't question it.
Unless you're saying who's with
Oh,
you.
yeah, who's with you? Oh, got it. Yeah, we with you. Miss Debbie says, Hosanna, blessed be the rock.
Amen.
Happy Palm Sunday. Oh, wait. Today's Palm Sunday? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Next Sunday's Resurrection.
Leroy Adams, you from Richmond? No, we're not. Hi, Minnie.
Hi.
Hi, ladies. Dropped in to say hi real quick. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi.
Santra says, I am not a Christian and I have Christian friends. Okay. They always try and force me to change my religion. Even when I say no, I am fine with my religion. What are your thoughts on this? If you are fine with your religion, then you do what, do what you do. Be happy about that.
We pray that you do find the Lord Jesus Christ. Your friends, I don't know your friends, but you said they force you. They shouldn't try to force you. Your friends should present the gospel.
A lot of times, some people think that when you're presenting the gospel, that it's being forced.
Right. Well, they're supposed to present the gospel, and then if you don't accept the gospel, then they're just supposed to move on. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not there with that. With how you guys interact. But yeah.
10 Light Star 01 says, the era I grew up in was women and men getting married shortly out of high school. Okay, so you're our parents' age, which means you had two teenagers who were 18 getting married and both have nothing. Yep. Why do we allow our society, don't know, a society to keep raising prices higher? Because I think that becomes a crime and price gouging.
They're two different thoughts.
Yeah, okay.
There was a time period, people are getting married much later in life. And I like that.
Yeah.
But then I also, I wish I knew my husband longer. I do. At the same time, I'm glad because I'm not married yet, or I hadn't been married, because I don't think I would have been a good wife. And then I don't know if I would have picked the right person. Your belief is your belief. God knows your heart.
Yeah, he does. He knows
They
their
shame
heart.
my religion and say Christianity
Prayerfully,
is
he
superior.
you know allows his grace and mercy to change your heart. It's not anyone forcing you to change or anything like that. If you have Christian friends and they continue to stress, you know, turning from that religion to Christianity, if you're still their friend, I'm very sure they're not trying to steer you in, a wrong direction or like force you into anything, because I'm sure you wouldn't be their friend, because then that means that would overlap into other things. They would try to force you to change your looks. They would try to force you to, um, you know, date somebody else, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that, yeah, yeah. Anyways,
Yeah. They said
when I mean force, they shame my religion and say that Christianity is superior, which doesn't sit right with you.
Yeah, I know. I've heard people say that Christians say that
I've never heard
Christianity is.
anybody say that.
I've never heard anybody say that Christianity is superior. Yeah, I've never heard that. I've heard the sentiments, and I've heard that those sentiments confused as Christianity is superior. I do believe that everyone is meant to be the Lord's, and that everyone is supposed to go back to the Lord, and not everybody chooses the Lord, which is their right. That doesn't mean that we're better. It just means that we know the Lord, right? And so, yeah, we're not twins, Becca. But like I said, I do pray that you come to know the Lord, Jesus Christ. And if you do not, that is a choice that you make. So that's it. So your friends should just, move forward, in that. Y'all
If they
both
choose
look
to.
like Victor. No, I'm saying move forward from the conversation.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I mean, he's still there. He's still friends with them. So, I mean, and it's obvious that they love him. So, yeah. But,
Yeah, I mean that is love.
well, you have to question your relationship. I wouldn't want anyone I care about to feel uncomfortable. Who's that to?
I think that's to the friend.
To the friend.
Or to the guy, or the person.
Oh, to the guy.
Girl. Yeah, to the person that was saying that their friends try to force them to be a Christian. Yeah. I wouldn't be friends with anybody who's trying to force me to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I also wouldn't,
But I wonder though, like, why why are you friends with them then? Like, if you don't want them to, force you.
They might like other things about them. That might not be the full scope of their friendship. That just might be.
It must be something bad to complain about.
It would definitely be something that I would talk to my friends about. It may be time for them to part ways, but I mean that's between them and the friend, I always saw animosity within Christianity. My grandma would say, if you don't date a Catholic, you won't marry a Catholic. So she saw something she was not fond of with Catholics, I guess. So she didn't want you to date a Catholic person, and you thought that was displaying animosity. Am I understanding that right? Are there any more topics?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. We kind of hit on this a little earlier ago. God's timing sometimes means more preparation, not more waiting.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of times we say that we need to wait, and in the waiting, not just saying sitting and waiting, but we're waiting for our spouse, but we're working or, doing something, working, doing something with our career, excuse me. Um, like doing whatever it is that we're doing, but we should be preparing. And the way that you prepare is by like dealing with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, are you combative? You know what I'm saying? That's a man or a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because women get a bad rep for those types of things. What you doing?
I'm going back to
Okay, yeah, we get a bad rep for that, but I mean, this is for men too. Like, are you combative? Like, how do you settle disagreements?
Yeah.
Are you holding on to things, and deep within your heart? Now, on the outside, you try and act like I'm good. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. You're mad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're really upset and angry in your heart. Can you deal with that within yourself before your mate comes? That's a part of the preparation, because if you don't deal with that, then you're just gonna have, like, if you don't deal with that with your friends now, with your family members now, like, you're not gonna be able to have a great marriage, or so yeah, that's definitely one of the things that you have to deal with, yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even in the preparation, and like as far as waiting is concerned, how you're waiting is important because that will show you some of the areas that you need fine tuning in. Like if you're doing a lot of complaining, if you are, trying to rush things along, if you're trying to force a relationship, things like that. Those are things that I believe are things that you could work on within yourself as you're waiting for someone, for the actual person, for that encounter with that actual person. And you, so yeah, I think that those are things that would show up in a relationship, and they just wouldn't be the best for the relationship. So I think that that is something to, that I know for me that I've kept mindful, is how I'm waiting. That is also preparing. It's like you have to be patient, because you're going to have to be patient with your spouse and things like that. 10 Light Star said, yes, correct. So let's see. So your grandmother said, so I think this is going back to your culture question, crossing cultures. If that's something, I do not believe, as a Christian, I would not be with someone who's not a Christian. That's my choice. That typically, statistically, doesn't work, because the two people come from, like whatever completely different frameworks and mindsets.
And that's what I understood when they mentioned about culture.
You thought they were talking about religion?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because culture is so many different things.
I thought that that's where they were going with that.
Okay, yeah. So, so I would be more like your grandmother, but it's not an animosity thing. It's like, it's not a thing that should bring friction. You do, I mean, in my opinion, people do what they want to do. I have my opinions about that, but it's my opinion.
Come with doing what you want.
Right, and you do have consequences, and I mean, I have my opinion about all that too, but at the same time, it's not, those consequences don't fall on me. So if that's something that you want, like if you're not interested in someone who's a Christian, then, do what it is that you feel is best for you, I suppose. I don't really go by what's best for me. I go by what the Lord deems best for me.
Right. Miss Debbie says, we listen.
We don't judge. Enjoy your experience and your friends.
Miss Debbie is hilarious.
On what you like about them. When they talk about religion, tell them, I think this one's better. Tell them you are not comfortable talking about religion. Yeah, I would do that to Miss Debbie. Well, I don't think I would be that close with, like, I deem friendship totally different than a lot of people. Like, I have people who I'm, friends with, who I'm like in deep, intimate relationship with, but then I have people that I'm friendly with, and those are people that I'm friendly toward, but we don't share, anything spiritual, secrets, anything like that. And so those are the people that are not in my space. So I would distance myself, me personally, from someone who's not I don't want this to come out wrong, but who's not as the same faith as me, as friendship wise, being friendly, I would, definitely be friendly, approachable, all of those things. It's just that allowing that, being in that space, we don't have those things in common.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have my core beliefs. The same as with a husband. We don't have, that's a core belief and core value. I do believe that friends should be, those are people that you choose to be around. Mm-hmm. Those are people that you choose to mm-hmm. engage with. Mm-hmm. And so if his or her, I don't know, friends they have an ulterior motive, I do think that they should check their hearts, because they're not saviors. So if that's the only reason why they're friends with them, then they do have to check their hearts and their motives, because I do believe in being equally yoked in all of your relationships.
Yeah, the conversation is going to always come back to that. It's going to come back.
Yeah, it's going to come back to that, because that is who, that's who you are,
Well, I'm saying for the Christians as well.
That's what I'm saying. That's who you are. That's mm-hmm. that is your mission. And so that's and because they're not going to understand it that way, because they are of a different belief, you know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. So that's how we see all of these things as it's a mission, because that's what it is. We're called to make disciples. We're mm-hmm. called to live our lives clean. That's what they should be doing. Living lives clean and pure before you, and being an example. And that's, because that's not to say that you'll never befriend someone who's not a Christian. There are different times in life, but
understand the conversation's going to go back to that. It's going to be different.
Yeah, it's going to always go back to that. So,
I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're okay. Tanya says you have to know who you are and be okay with it. Then the opinions of the world won't matter. That's right. Communication is key within yourself. Mm-hmm. Check yourself when you're not doing the work.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I can tell you from the experience that I had. He held a lot of things in the 16 years that we were married, so it doesn't come out right at the beginning. Animosity he holds inside. So, was your grandmother the one who
that was the Christian
who had the animosity, or was the Christian with the animosity, or was it the ex-husband who was the Christian with the animosity?
Because I can tell you right now, if he did the things to you that he did, that's not a Christian.
I agree. I'm Christian and my fiance is Muslim. And I say that loosely because he doesn't practice the religion. And that's what they see. So in studies, it's either, so you would find these things. So either it doesn't work out well at all, or you find somebody who's devout to their religion and somebody who's not devout to their religion. And then a lot of times the person who's not devout to their religion will convert over to the religion of the person who's devout to their religion. And that happens a lot. So that's the way that studies have shown that it works. So, yeah.
It makes things difficult because he is strong on the point that Jesus is not the Son of God and can not be a man of God, and God. Got it. Excuse me. You should join Tiffany Montgomery, her ministry. She doesn't have a church, but
her fasting ministry.
Yeah, her fasting ministry. It takes, if you're the one who's saved, the Bible talks about how that spouse can.
Hi, Tamsy.
Hey, Tamsy, can pray for the other spouse, mm-hmm. and the Lord will, change their heart. The change is not. It's for the Lord. It's for him. If he's calling your husband to him, he's going to come. Or for fiance? Okay, yeah. Oh, he's going to come. Yeah. If he's calling him, he's definitely going to come. Again, it takes
that would hurt me too bad to watch. Like, to have me personally. That's mm-hmm. just me personally. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be able to watch someone that I love, not be, and I think this is where the other person's friends are, not be, saved. Mm-hmm. Because it hurts me to see people who I don't even know mm-hmm. unsaved. So that's hard. That's hard to watch. And then somebody who's that close to me. I'm really big on closeness to me though. So that, that's why I say I'm not fit for an unequally yoked marriage. Personally, for myself, so this is 10 light star. Personally, for myself, I think I would find it really hard for me to be married to someone who is Muslim from the Middle East. Hopefully, that is a truth I can express.
Yeah, you're free to express whatever you want to. Yep.
My grandmother never held that much animosity related to religion. She just said that I don't know if it was to try to get a rise out of someone, maybe because she was a school teacher. Now, my ex-husband, who was abusive, he was not a Christian. Okay. Oh, you were just kind of adding in that your ex-husband had animosity, like there was animosity between you two, but then also there was animosity with your grandmother, who
she said
was more
that she never held animosity.
Oh, she never had. Oh.
She was just correcting what we were asking.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's good. But yeah.
Yeah, these kind of conversations, it's just so it's so different because we all we think different. You know what I'm saying? I and you can't really. I don't know the words to give to what happens in these types of moments, except for things can get really awkward, and they can because they just get awkward.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's because everybody has their own opinions,
yes.
And people want to be as politically correct as possible, and
because you don't want to hurt people's feelings.
You don't want to offend.
Yeah. But at the same time, I just see that we see things totally different, and yeah.
Yeah. Oh. So we are preparing to be the people that we are praying for, our husbands.
Sure.
So, in praying for our husbands, we are trying to wait well. So, and this Debbie, you made me think about this.
So, Des by Design says, I'm familiar with Tiffany Montgomery and love her monthly challenges I use to participate, but her personality and teaching style are a bit much for my taste. She's a strong woman of God, for sure. She definitely is. Let me tell you a story.
Sure.
Everybody is not for everybody, but let me tell you a story. Back in 2017, I followed Tiffany, and she followed me back. And I was, following her, and I saw her posts and stuff. And one time I saw one of her posts, and I was like, I can't follow her. And I unfollowed. 2020 comes around, and I see her posts, how you see on the Explore page. And I saw the post, and that was that. Then I think it was around early 2022. And she said something.
Oh no, Mimi, not Tiffany Haddish.
Oh, no.
Tiffany Montgomery. She's a Haddish.
And she said something in one of her posts. Now this speaks to my growth from 2017 to 2022. And she said something in the post, and I was like, I'm gonna follow. Okay. I'm gonna follow her. I'm gonna follow her back. And when I followed her back, she ended up doing her one of her fasts. What's the fast that we do?
Every month? The monthly fast?
No, not the monthly fast. Year of the Bride. She did Year of the Bride. And when she explained about how the basis of the fast is for every Christian, men and women, to get before the Lord and empty themselves of idolization, like idol worship, selfishness, and just all the, things that, that we deal with and stuff that we hold on to, and, that those types of things. And all the other, like, information that I found out, I was like, wow, like, I would have missed out on, like, really having a deeper relationship with the Lord. It's not because of her, but the Lord, again, he allowed that moment to come back for me to follow her, because she has so much information. Yes, she is very strong. And I realized, remember 2017, I was like, I don't want to hear this. But when 2022 came back and I was, able to digest and hear the things that she was saying, I'm like, you know what? As strong as this is, I needed this. Like, yeah, it's like, you don't need anybody to, it's an analogy that she uses often. Like when somebody is about to get hit with a bus, you don't need anybody to be like, hey, you about to get hit by that bus that's coming. You need for people to be like, get out the street. Yeah. You about to get hit by a bus. The hollering and yelling, that don't sound good, but it got my attention. And so I moved out of the way of the bus and I didn't get hit. But had someone not yelled at me and got my attention, then, where would I be? And so I get it. I understand, a lot of people, they can't take that. They can't handle the way that she is. But, when you're tired too of candy coated messages and things like that, because you can also get non-candy coated messages from other people who deliver messages differently than Tiffany as well, but at the same time, I mean, she was the one who got my attention. Yeah. So yeah, I understand what you mean. I do, but at the same time, I would definitely give it a chance again.
Or find someone else who preaches a similar message. I mean, because the truth is what you want. It doesn't necessarily have to come from one person. That's true. I like Tiffany. I think she's funny. But also, I mean, I didn't know of her until the end of 2022.
No, like the middle of 2022.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because we did the fast together.
2022 or 2023?
2022.
I didn't do the fast in 2022.
We went to Covered by God.
At the end of 2022.
Like in, I think, October?
Yeah, that's the end of 2022. Oh. Yeah, so I didn't know about her. Keandra actually told me about her. And I'm not always open to new ministers and stuff like that. Like when I say I'm like real tight on my on like stuff like that, I am very tight on stuff like that. So but I was like, I really enjoyed the message that she brought. Excuse me. And I do understand that there is a certain brashness that she can be brash, and I do understand that doesn't work for everybody. But Kevin Ewing, which they're actually pretty close. He seems he tells the truth, and he does a good job. I like him too. So he's another person. And then other people that you might identify that preach, their message. Yes, I think that is the important thing.
The message is, for sure, it is important. But I think that, she may have something that she could offer, Yeah. A lot of times, the enemy will highlight things in people and make us think, make us be offended, or make us think that, I can't stand them, I can't deal with them. But when the Lord, he's, pushing you towards that the whole time, Yeah. So. Yeah, just something to think about.
But Miss Debbie, are you still here? Because I wanted to some of my stuff for. Yeah, you're welcome, Des. Thank you for sharing your story as well. Miss Debbie, are you still here? Because we have some stuff that came in today. You asked us on the community post if we shopped the Kate Spade Target collection. So if y'all don't know, Keandra and I
love Kate Spade.
So we love Kate Spade. Over the holidays, we gifted each other Kate Spade bags. And so we found out that Target was doing a collaboration with Kate Spade. And so some of my pieces came, and I wanted to share some of them with you guys. So let me not overload myself.
Okay.
Because I was about to try to bring the whole thing. So
I saw you over there.
They had some really cute things.
Which one of you is more protective of the other? I am.
Yeah, she is.
Can you tell?
But
someone says, just a thought, there's truth and then there's your own truth. When people are, I guess, faced with facts, the feelings win over facts in many cases.
Yeah. That's true. That is true.
What is that in reference to?
I think maybe that might be in reference to the Tiffany situation. I'm not sure, and I'm not sure which side they fall on.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. So, I wanted to share with you guys some of my goodies that I got from the Target Kate Spade collaboration. So this is the these are the earrings. What's the live about? So we were talking about, are you ready for the relationship you've been praying about? But now we're gonna switch gears a little bit. I want to share some of my my latest finds. We shopped the Target Kate Spade collection, and so yeah. So these are earrings. These are the pearl earrings. They came in a box like this. They actually arrived like this. So here I have them in the vlog, and I put them on. But here they are. They have different size little pearls, and then they have some little rhinestones in there too. They are so cute.
I thought about you when I saw the collaboration.
Yeah, because we have our bags. No, it was just a general thought that came to mind. Thanks for correcting my typo. Oh, no worries. Thank you. Well, thank you for sharing that too. It actually
you sound so kind. Just
blended in with that
on your live.
Oh,
thank you, Mandy.
Thank you, Mandy. Yeah, so yes, Mimi, these are gorgeous. And they were only $10, y'all. These are only $10.
My stuff hadn't come in yet.
Yeah, none of her stuff has come in yet. And I have one dress coming too. Still. And so those earrings, I got those. And then we both got this tee. It says champagne and French fries, and then it has a green spade. So I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But yeah, I got it in a 2X. And this top was $20, so, and it feels good. We're
really
sisters. We're sisters. And so it has like the Kate Spade and Target tag in it and stuff. I do wish that this tag was printed on here, because these can get itchy. Oh, how cute. Yes, isn't this so cute? Like, you can see this with cute little jeans and skirts and stuff like that. So cute. And I can't wait to wear it with, like, the earrings and stuff. I think this is going to be cute. And I got a 2X. I think it's going to be, I don't know how it's going to fit. I don't know if I should have gotten the 1X, like the one, and then, X. Is it cotton? And then, or if this will work just fine. Let's take a look and see if it's cotton. It's 60% cotton and 40% recycled polyester. I know a lot of people like 100% cotton, but it's mostly cotton. And then so there were a couple of things that I saw on there, and I was like, okay, these are the things that I really want. So I got everything that I really wanted. So it has elasticity. Yeah, it does have some give.
Yeah,
it has some give. Let's see. Yeah. And it's a fine, like a knit, so like a, just like a regular woven fabric. So, it is going to have some give. That's not bad. Yeah.
Where are you guys from? We're from Louisiana. I'm from Canada. Nice.
Oh, nice. I want to visit Canada one day. So this is my bag that I got. It's like it's a woven. I don't think it's wood, but it's a basket weave, and it's like a basket bucket. So cute, and it has the little drawstring, and this is attached to it, and it has a pocket on the inside so that I can put my phone in there because that's about all I could probably fit in there. But it's so cute, and I can't wait to wear this with dresses and stuff. And so it's just gonna kind of up the ante of my like casual looks. I do wish that it had a longer strap with it, to just hold, hang on my shoulder.
No, we've never lived in New York, Mark, but we visited there plenty of times.
Hi, Nevada. Hi, Star. Is it real hard and structured? It's hard, but it's not like it's got some give to it too. So, which I like that because I don't think, like I said, I don't think this is real wood. The wooden ones, I feel like they would break, like or crack or something like that. But I do like that. This was $45. And I mean, this is just so cute. And it has the pearls. Like, I love pearls. So I used to be like really in love with pearls.
Hi, Ian.
Our mom used to
Hi, Royal.
work for a doctor who she went somewhere. I can't remember where she went, but she brought us all back a string of pearls, like real
Asia.
pearls. Oh, was it Asia?
Mm-hmm.
And that was really cool. And then we got some of their food items. The gummies are in my room, but these are the shortbread cookies. These are the raspberry shortbread cookies, and they're pretty good. They kind of have a lemon taste to them.
The best shortbread cookies though are at Williams-Sonoma. So,
yeah, but these are good.
They were good. Yeah.
Yeah, and their treats are not very expensive, so like if you want to try them, then it won't break you to try them. But I like that you can I think you can take this label off and you can use this. This is so cute. This would be cute to keep like in your kitchen or something like that. So I love that. So cute. So yeah, those are my goodies. Some of my goodies from.
Hi, Kiki.
Hi. I got the denim dress as well. I love those. Yes. Oh my
so
gosh.
Good.
Butter cookies are.
I was about to say black people call them butter cookies.
Yeah. I think butter cookies and shortbread cookies are kind of different. But then I think they call them, I don't know.
I thought,
I don't know.
Okay.
Shortbread cookies, butter cookies, whatever. But yeah, Williams-Sonoma has some of the best shortbread cookies I've ever had. Like Keandra was saying. But hi, Tiffany. I also got, hi Sigma. I also got the denim dress. And I got the denim dress. I got two sizes. I got a 17 and I got a 16. Yep, a little different but close. Okay, yeah. So then shortbread cookies. They have good shortbread cookies. Their shortbread cookies seem like a little more buttery taste. So maybe those are butter cookies. I don't know. Real pears are uneven and not that round. Oh, I think you said pearls. Oh, okay, yeah. Round real pearls are seeded that grow pretty circular. Fake ones are always round, smooth, and uneven.
Yeah. The ones that our mom, that her boss bought, they were real.
Yeah, they were real. They were
like
uneven, just like what you described.
And actually, when we got them, that's what I noticed at first, and I was like, they don't.
These aren't pearls.
Yeah, and Mom told us, no, those are real.
Yeah,
and she told us to bite them, and like you could feel the difference. Like with the ones that are perfectly round and smooth, they feel like plastic, obviously. But the real ones, they you can tell the difference.
Yeah, for sure.
You just
But yeah, no, I love. I just like the look of them. They're cute. Rub one on your tooth and it feels different.
Oh,
yeah, that's
for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like I think that's what she was trying to get us to do is by biting down on it a little bit. Can you show that items? Oh yeah, sure.
I was looking at a few items. I had a couple pieces for kids. Oh yeah, they do.
Oh yeah.
I want to pick up for my daughter and son.
So this is the bag.
Their kid stuff is cute.
Yeah, their kid stuff is so adorable. If I had kids, like I would go and buy them just so. But yeah, so This is the bag. So cute. Love that. It's $45. And then here are my earrings. This stuff sold out so fast.
It did.
Online.
We stayed up till 3:00.
Yep.
And we hey Isaiah
These
stayed
are
up
the
till
earrings.
3:00, and she said the bag is adorable.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
And we got our
about it.
items. Actually at 3:00, they still had the add to cart button. It was grayed out, and we were like, "Oh my gosh, has this stuff sold out yet?" Like it's
I
out.
know.
And then I guess they just had to do whatever, and it was
Yeah.
red. Y'all be styling, great content.
Oh, thank you, Star.
What?
I could
Twins!
use a pair of earrings like that. I know. Oh my gosh, they're so. I gotta put them on for you guys. Like I was gonna wait until you guys saw the vlog, but I gotta put them on for you guys. I'm sorry.
Not the Lord Farquaad.
Oh, wait, somebody said Lord Farquaad.
No, they said it earlier, but you hit it. And so I said, don't hit the Lord
My bad. But yeah, so this is the tea that I have. It says champagne and French fries, and so it's so cute. But let me put the earrings on for you guys so that you can see how they look on. Yeah, I love when I like little cute things, like additions, like even though you can't see it, I like knowing that it's there. And their earring backs are...
Do they feel like the ones that... No.
Like
I have a pair of the studs. Hi, Samantha. I love the excitement. True fashionistas can relate.
I know, right? So this is what the earring back looks like. I don't know if y'all can see that.
No, Jew, we're not twins. We're 2 years apart.
Like, isn't that cute? Like, it's a spade. And so... Oh, and then it has Kate Spade and Target on the back.
Aw,
That's
cute.
so cute. I love little fine details. It's just so cute. And so yeah, I'm gonna put the earrings on for you guys.
I got a pair of studs from Kate Spade, and the back of it, or the back of the earrings, are just like these backs, and they're heavy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they're.
Yeah, but that's why I wanted to feel. I wanted to feel like, okay, did they give that to this detail, and they did.
That's something that they're doing that's pretty new, because I have a pair of knot earrings from Kate Spade that I'm never getting rid of. I was gonna get rid of those, but I'm never getting rid of those.
Way before.
I love those earrings, and so this is them.
Pretty. I got those too, y'all.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
They just haven't come in yet.
Oh yeah, and I got a keychain too. Forgot about that.
Oh, where's that?
It has to come, I guess.
Okay.
So cute. I know, it's the little things, right? The little things. I'm so excited. Aren't they cute? My goodness, they're just so adorable. I'm glad you guys understand.
Oh, hey, Cox family.
Hi.
She says, I think it's Bree.
Thank you.
That's cute. So pretty. Thank you, Des.
So I'm excited to put these on my little jewelry cart. I have to organize my jewelry cart to show you guys. Yeah. I have so much stuff over there. It's just, and then my perfume is over there now too.
Some fell?
No, I know.
Okay.
But yeah, what are you guys looking at on there? Somebody said, I can't remember who said that they were looking at something. I was so mad. I was Sloan's turtle walking and Joe missed out on everything. Oh, I hate that. I'm sorry.
I get it.
This was like one of the first drops that we ever stocked and got the stuff that we wanted.
Usually we never know about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, we went into the store the other night and Saturday night, and slim pickings, and I felt the dress. Because at first I wanted the size 17 denim dress. The one I got the dress, and I was like, well, the 17 looks like it's out of stock. And so I was like, well, let me get the 16, because I felt like the 18 would just be too big in the bust area. And so I bought the 16. Then I was online again. So go online again and see if some stuff has been released or returned or something. But yeah, and so I went and I saw that there was a 17. So now I have 2 sizes coming, and I'm going to try them on and see which one fits better.
Sir Kavi says, sorry for being a little too talkative. You're not.
Oh, no, you're okay.
I'm trying to be nice about everything. Thank you. I stopped being negative about everything. blessings. I'm actually enjoying your content.
Aw,
thank you.
Well, good. Thank you. We
You're
appreciate
you're
that.
not being too talkative at all.
You can't be too talkative on
Yeah.
this channel.
Yeah, we love the conversation. Whatever it is that you guys lend to this live and the conversation, we love it. Thank you. We appreciate it. When it's respectful.
Other stuff. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I wanted the black bucket bag and the green long dress with the ruffles all over it. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. I saw that one. I thought about getting that one in light blue. Then I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm going to stick with the black and white floral skirt. I felt that in the store the other day. I'm glad I got it. And then also the black and white dress, the one with the poof sleeve, the short one.
Yeah.
Got that one too. And I know that's the same pattern. But, you know, I don't care.
You're going to wear it different.
I'm fine, yes. I am. Matter of fact, we have a trip coming up, and we're going to show you guys that in that vlog. We're going to dedicate that vlog to that trip. And I think I may wear that dress to on that trip.
Yeah.
Mimi says, I stayed up for the Diane von Furstenberg
wrap
dresses. I attempted to stay up for the Kate Spade drop, and I missed it. Womp womp.
Sorry.
Girl.
Yeah.
But you know, you might be able to go to one of the locations in your city and find some things. Yeah.
Like we have so many Targets in Atlanta.
Yeah.
It's like, you know.
When we did our drop with Target, we were at like we were so crazy. We was going to all the Targets in Atlanta.
Let's go here.
And so you'll be able to go and find something.
Yeah.
You know?
My name is Denise.
Sir Coffee.
Oh, why did I say Denise? What am I reading? The Sir Coffee. Sir Coffee. It's finished for it. Oh, okay. Coffee.
Oh, so, okay.
Sir Coffee.
Oh, I said it correctly though, didn't I? Sir Coffee. I did.
Is it pronounced with a V or is it?
Oh, Sir Coffee.
Like coffee, Sir Coffee. Someone said, Cox family said, hey, you guys have awesome spirits. I've been catching up. Oh, thank you on your videos. Just came across your page. Thank you so much.
No, is that you, Bree? Because I was like, hey, Bree, is that you? Because there's a girl who she comments from her family page, and her name is Bree, and I think that's her. I don't know. Okay.
Hi, Lou.
Hi, Lou.
Hi, Penny.
The last lady on here was telling dirty stories from when she used to be Now.
I don't know where that's going.
Yeah, so we got to get out of here.
When will you pay?
Kiki says, I was looking at the Target Kate Spade drop, and I decided to be good. Sephora sale took me out. Laugh aloud. Now I got to get the Resurrection Sunday outfit together. Oh, yeah. What are y'all wearing? Well, actually, we have a shoot on that day. Didn't realize that we scheduled our shoot on Resurrection Sunday. Yeah. But here's the thing. So we tried going to church today. I don't know if you guys are familiar, if everyone rather is familiar with 2918 Church.
2819.
Lord have mercy. I guess I'm not either. 2819 Church. So they're here in Atlanta, and me and Kim have been looking for a new church to attend for the past year and some. And so because he preaches so beautifully, we were like, that's it. That's got to be the church. So y'all, they had their opening today at our old church. It's the first church building that we went to here in Atlanta. And we were like, oh, this is such a full circle
we joined
moment.
there.
We joined church there when we first moved here. And it was just so great. And so they were like, because we know how it looks in there. And of course, they gutted it out and, made it their church or whatever. But we were like, okay, so we know it's big, so we'll be able to get in. We're good. Y'all, we get there and the line. Oh my gosh. We stood in that line though, y'all. Stood in for how long?
We stood in the line.
Almost 4 hours. Really?
Yeah, like 3 hours. We sat in traffic for about like 45 minutes and then sit in line the rest of the time.
We intended on going into that building. We couldn't do it. We couldn't.
Yeah.
Actually, we were there for the 12:45 service. They came out and they were like, "You guys, we are going to have a fourth service, and if we have to, we'll have a fifth." That's how many people were still
Love the heart.
outside.
That was a beautiful heart. I was like, okay,
Loved
like
it.
this is great, but
we couldn't do it anymore, and so we would have been going to church today, but because of that.
Yeah.
We're not blaming anybody. We're just sharing the story.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, though, how these people have only been at church for how long?
I think it's been like 2 years.
2 years. And they're gaining, a lot of attention. I think a lot of the attention, and a lot of people have been mentioning it, and I didn't realize it. I was like, these people are just complaining. They need to stop. And then when, we got there, you could tell that it seemed like a lot of people were because we've stood in the line at the other location. It wasn't that many people at all. And this time it was like a lot of people, and you could tell we were both like leaning in, kind of whispering like, I wonder how many people are spectators, how many people are actually here who, have joined, like, and you could tell that there were a lot of people who came in. But somebody explained to us too that spring break is going on, so people traveled here to, be a part of today's service and stuff like that. So we're going to try to go to the 8 o'clock services.
Yeah.
Because more than likely people are not going to get up that early in the morning.
Now, I've heard that their 8 o'clock service was, like, at the other place, that it was it. Like, that was the service that a lot of people went to. But, I mean, a lot of people went to all of the services.
Yeah.
So I don't think there was really any way of telling. But like we're also used to going to our old church had 10:30 service, so I was like, that's perfect because we just get right back in, nestled in. But I was overhearing someone saying, oh yeah, I used to get to the church when it was at the school at 10 a.m. for the 12:45 service, and I was like, oh my gosh, how does that work with like parking? How does that work with like all of those? Like that is something. So we have to figure it out.
Yeah,
but we will figure it out.
So yeah, next Sunday, Kiki, we're gonna be wearing the newest T-shirt that's gonna be coming very soon from Jolie Noir.
Yeah.
We'll just be at another building, not a church building.
Yeah. Des by Design. So we are an apparel brand. Jolie Noir means pretty black in French. And
this is our sweatshirt.
this is one of our sweatshirts. It says Luxe Noir, so that means black luxury in French. And we did a limited partnership with Target for Black History Month in 2022. And then we also did a limited partnership with Sam's Club in 23. And so that was really fun. Both of those really fun. And it did really well. It did very well. So, so we are apparel designers, I guess you could say. That's what everybody calls
Violet.
us. That long.
Hi, Purin.
Yes, Mimi, that long. And then someone told us that, like, 10 minutes after we left, they were going in the door. Like, I told Keandra, I was like, watch, as soon as we leave, they're going to start walking in. But my sinuses, I don't know if you guys can hear that I'm congested. And my sinuses said no more. So, because we were out in the pollen and there are a lot of trees. Yeah.
What do you mean, Sir Kavi? What do you mean? Or is it, did I say it right? Poppin' Zeus.
I think he said Cowie.
Cowie. Oh, got it. Sir Cowie. Okay. You both seem sweet. Thank you. Just tuned in. Just tuned in. How have you been so far? We've been great. Thank you. How about you? How's your day going so far? Our day is going great. How is yours? And share about your hobbies and interests a bit. And is there anything new you've been working on? Well, I just made that announcement. We are going to be dropping our new T-shirts very soon. So yeah, go and check us out on www.joliexnoir.com. That's JOLIEXNOIRE.com. And also go and look at some of our latest vlogs. And you'll get all of the answers to your questions too. Kiki says, come on, congrats, and can't wait to see them.
Thank
Praying
you.
Y'all have a successful shoot. Thank you, Kiki.
Yeah, we've not really been scheduling, because during the pandemic, we were scheduling shoots on Sundays because we could watch, church services and stuff like that. But then after, so now we're, not really getting into the whole Sunday shoots, but there was a conflict in scheduling for the Saturday that we wanted. And so, and we've been kind of putting this off, and so we really need to go ahead and do this.
Yeah.
So, congratulations. Can't wait to support your next drop. Thank you.
Des.
We are so excited about them. We think you guys are going to really like them.
Yeah.
So,
very fashion forward.
We'll definitely can't
very,
wait. Yeah. And
I'm
so
not
we know,
minimal, but yeah.
we know a lot of you guys are new. So our stuff is made to order.
Please explain.
Yeah. So our stuff is made to order. And so what means is that as you place your order, then our fulfillment partners make it. So if it's if you buy something that's premium, it's being sewn from scratch. If it's something that's, a printed something, then they're printing on it. So they're pulling it fresh from the, from what they have. And so that means that we don't have returns or exchanges. But if you do have something wrong, like if there's an issue with your order, please feel free to contact us through either Instagram or on our email. And more than likely, we are going to work something out. I mean, if it's a quality issue, no doubt that's going to be worked out.
People get scared when they read on our site that, Lord.
I mean, no exchanges, no returns.
Yeah, no exchanges, no returns. They get scared. And sometimes offended too. But it's not because, we just want to keep your money. That's not what it is. Yeah. It's just what Kim explained.
Yeah.
The items are made to order. And so...
And we don't have a warehouse even to restock inventory.
And it's done like that on purpose. This is the reason why we have fulfillment partners.
Yeah.
So that we don't have to do any of the work.
Or that work.
Yeah. And so, we do the work. Yeah, that work we don't do, but we do the work. But that's why it's very important to read all of the details, the product pages, all those things. Yeah. Do your best to know your size.
Or contact us. If you have any questions, if you have any slight questions, contact us. We are more than happy to help.
Very.
But yeah, just feel free to contact us. And even if there is something wrong, or like if you, let's say for instance, excuse me, you picked the wrong size, contact us and see if there's something that we can do. Yeah. And we do try to help, how we can. And so just, reach out to us and then we can try to find a solution that works best. So Sir, I think he said Sir Coffee. What is the biggest city near you? What is the best place to shop around there? Actually, Atlanta has great shopping. Mm-hmm. Atlanta, and then there's an area called Avalon.
Oh, yeah.
They have really good shopping, too. So, yeah, we're in a nice city.
Mm-hmm. People stay trying to steal your t-shirts from me.
Oh, really?
That's a lot of mothers' sentiment.
Yeah.
That we hear that all the time. My daughter, she took my sweatshirt and she will not give it back. We always hear that all the time. Cynthia said, yesterday I was visiting Long Beach, California, and I saw a lady wearing one of your two-piece outfits. The peach one that says, that's what I'm wearing today. Yeah. That is so funny. People are always hitting us up and they're like, oh my gosh, I saw this person in your set, or I saw this person in your t-shirt. And that is so, it's very rewarding. It really is, to know that people appreciate our brand, to know that you guys are, really like falling in love with the brand, the messaging, who we are, all those things. So yeah, although that is a set from our Target launch back in 2022, it still suggests the quality of it, and it suggests that, that everybody really loved that launch and loved it enough that you guys are still wearing it. So thank you. Samantha says we need to show up at the meet and greet decked out in Jolie Noir. If you don't show up in Jolie Noir, that's fine. But we're gonna try and gift y'all something. We got to. If you don't show up in Jolie Noir, we gotta gift you with some Jolie Noir. We gotta do something. Tanya says, oh, okay. Oh, I read that. I'm sorry. Okay, no, here. Tanya says their clothing and accessories are top quality. Are you talking about us, Tanya? Who are you talking about? Who did we talk about? Did we talk about another brand? Okay. She might be talking about us. And if you are, thank you. Ooh, that hair, yes. Thank you. Look at me. Now, look, it's funny that you say that occasional male SW because, you know, people who don't understand it, they've been coming on tonight talking about Edna. No, but you know what? We get that. We get that a lot. And I rocks with that one because, I mean, it is what it is. It does. It looks like the Edna Bob. And her Bob was bomb. Like, it is what it is. It was. But they came on here talking about Lord Farquhar. That was hilarious. Because we always say, we don't want the Lord Farquhar. No, it's okay. First time.
Thank you for being
good.
Here.
Thank you for being here. I was wondering. Oh, the outfits. Okay. That's go to destination on my next trip. Thanks for sharing. You're very welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Made me smile. Cynthia says she saw somebody in the noirs what I'm wearing from Target.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah, we saw somebody. We put it in the vlog that we saw somebody some months ago. In theirs.
We were just featured in Refinery 29 as well.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I was supposed to be talking about that in tomorrow's vlog, but I mean, yeah. I think I posted it on. Oh yeah, it's posted on our Instagram page. Miss Debbie says, "Hey girlies, did you get anything from?"
We did. Okay, so I was wondering if you were still here.
The reason why Kim even brought some of the items that she brought, was to show you. She asked if you were still on. Okay,
is she still on? Let's see.
Let us know, Miss Debbie.
Let us know because I'll show you some of the stuff. I'll show it again on mine.
Thank you, occasional.
Samantha.
Can you give me a glimpse of those earrings one more time?
Oh yeah.
Edna Slade with that bob for the record. She did indeed. Okay, Miss Debbie is still here. Yeah. So good. Yeah, we can show Miss Debbie.
Okay, great.
I apologize. I meant that we, as your supporters, should show up repping the brand. No. I understood, Samantha. Yeah. No, but what I'm saying is y'all gonna leave with something as well.
They said y'all are so joyful and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She said I was talking to my fiance. Girl, that's okay. Yes, talk to your fiance.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, right. So here are the earrings that I got from the Kate Spade collection. These are the Kate Spade Target.
I got the blue and bead purse with the charm bracelet.
Oh my gosh. I
Wait,
bet that's so
that
cute.
one?
It was a beaded purse.
She couldn't get the earrings.
Aww.
Why you couldn't get the earrings, Miss Debbie? What happened?
When they sold out. And then I got the black and pearl bucket bag. I love this.
Those are so nice. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, I didn't do the either of the beaded bags because I have their silver beaded bags. So I was like, I'm gonna, I was like, don't go overkill, don't do too much, keep it cute. What are you gonna do with the bag? I cannot wait. I have actually two oversized black dresses that I want to do with this, and then of course sandals and stuff like that. And I can't wait to see what else I'm gonna explore with this bag. And I might find a cute strap, a longer strap to go with it to I think I might have one actually, so that I can wear it as a shoulder bag.
She said I knew you would get that first.
It's so me. And then Keandra.
Thank you, Mr. Russian.
I'm still waiting on some stuff to come in. Oh, go ahead.
Did you? What happened to you getting your earrings, Miss Debbie?
Oh yeah. Yes, we were on at 3 a.m. too. We checked that at 3:08. I didn't see the shoes. Wait, who said shoes? Oh, what shoes am I gonna wear? Mm-hmm. I have these Gianni Beanie sandal slides that I bought last year.
Oh yeah, we both got
them for $10 at the end of the season. And I think I'm gonna see how that looks and how that works together. But something laid back and kind of chill. I think I want to do shorts and stuff. I'm gonna think about some stuff. I'm excited.
Thank you, Des. She says, "Is the upkeep? How's the upkeep of the hair, or is it difficult?" I'm gonna say it's okay. So it's not necessarily difficult, but to keep healthy hair. Now you know me and Kim have said in our vlogs before that we don't necessarily care about like putting a lot of heat in our hair. Our hair is heat trained. We're naturals, and our hair is heat trained. But you know, now we don't really care about that, like talking about, but we do know that, you know, your hair needs to, you know.
She loved Adrian said the hair isn't giving, the hair is difficult for them. That's funny. You know what? I'm not gonna lie.
It sometimes it can be difficult.
Yeah, it can be.
But what I'm saying though is that in order for us to keep the, you know, the health, the moisture, the sheen that y'all always like, you know, go crazy over and stuff in the vlogs, you know, we don't, you know, like put a lot of, we've not like, so you know what I'm saying? Like we put a lot of heat because it's heat trained, but like we'll go to, you know, gelling our hair down. You've seen us do that before. We'll, you know, blow dry it after washing and conditioning it and put our little headbands on. Like that's how we, you know, keep it up. The only times that we do put like the heat in our hair, and I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. We put the heat in our hair, you know, when we wash and condition, and like we need to, you know, go somewhere or do something like that. The
hair is always giving evil villain vibes.
Was Edna an evil villain?
I don't know, but I know that guy.
If so, then maybe, okay.
People said that when I had my hair when it was shorter, that I looked like that guy off of Despicable Me.
Oh, the man with the glasses. Yeah. Oh,
but you know that's hilarious.
Okay.
Thank you, Samantha.
Thank you, beautiful inside and out.
For me, the upkeep, it's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. This because
you understood what I was saying though.
Yeah,
right?
no. I mean, it's your perspective. This one's mine, you know, like I think that having, and obviously you should deep condition your hair, but being natural is more difficult than, I can't do a relaxer though. Like I can't do relaxer and heat, and like my hair is already fine. Thank you, Miss Debbie. And so I have to choose, you know, natural, or else my hair will be extremely thin. And so I can handle more heat. It is definitely heat trained. I'm fine with that. I don't mind that at all. It still grows out even, so that tells me that it's, you know, I'm not doing anything crazy with my hair. But it's a lot of deep conditioning, a lot of, you know, like having to wash it every week. Like I'm normally, like if I'm not in a sew-in or braids, like when I had long, my hair was like about this long when I cut it. And so I'm in a bun or something like that. I don't normally straighten my hair. This is the most I've ever straightened my hair, my natural hair. And then, but I don't mind though wearing the headband during the week. So like, cause we enjoy the straight hair over the weekend. And then during the week we do a headband cause we're working out. You know, stuff like that. Well, look, y'all, I took a big break.
Yeah, we've taken a break
from working out. I need to get back on it.
Yeah.
But normally we would be working out. And so our hair will get, you know, sweaty and stuff. And so there's really not much else you can do. But, you know, you want to look presentable.
Mr. Russian says, Black people have good hair, just need time to grow.
Just need time to grow.
He's been saying very, very nice things.
Oh, that's nice.
But that's funny because
everybody's saying
that's
it's time
giving.
to grow.
I have Black friends.
Everybody's
just get off. Hair needs time
to go. like how y'all can laugh at these silly people maturity is giving.
Because it'd be funny.
It is funny. Like, if people say some really strange things, and I'm telling you, it's like you said that.
Hi, Mr. President.
Hi.
No, so what's funny, though, is that, was it last Christmas? No, last Thanksgiving, we were on live, and like a lot of people came in trolling that day. That particular Sunday, oh my gosh, like, We were
like,
cause
what in the world?
it was crazy. And so we were telling our story of how we used to troll people when Periscope was out hard and
We're
heavy.
reaping a little bit.
we reaping it. So it's okay. Y'all do what y'all want to do. It's
That's
fine.
funny. Yeah. Now, as long as it doesn't get disrespectful, then we'll
block them if it
like
gets
that.
disrespectful. But and she loving whatever it is. They're being very
and we don't know
disrespectful.
these people.
Yeah, that's another thing.
It's like we don't know you and we don't see you and stuff. You know, like, and so it's very easy to push that over. Civ217, who's the older twin. We're not twins, but she's the older sister. So
I'm 40.
We are sisters. Mm-hmm. Love y'all.
I ain't trolling. No, Mr. Roshan. No, Mr. Roshan. No, Mr. Roshan. We know that you're not trolling. We know you're not.
Yeah, no. Love y'all. Just met you in the chat 10 minutes. Oh, yeah, no. Thank you.
Jax White. Can you say my name? I was gonna go up high. Let's see. Can you say my name? They said say my name, but I wanted to sing that.
You got the dishes. Oh, did you get the Kate Spade dishes? Oh my gosh.
Oh wait, they have actual dishes?
Yes, they have like.
Oh,
I'm telling you, they have the whole
pretty.
thing. So I'm gonna see if that folding table, which I doubt that they're gonna have that folding table. I might just break down and get it. It's only $120, but like I was like, ooh, that I don't need that, but I want that, need that, and it would just make laundry day better. So I do want that, but oh my gosh, the dishes are so cute.
Thank you.
I said though that I'm not gonna get dinnerware anymore. I have so many pieces, so many dinnerware sets. That I'm just like, okay, I don't really have anywhere to put all of that stuff. So, unfortunately,
she said tribe.
Oh, are you using those for your wedding reception? Oh, that's gonna be so. That they just give all kinds of party vibes. Somebody said we need to do a meet and greet. So if you are not, we need to put the link for the questionnaire. We sent out a questionnaire through our email and then on our socials, and then we put it in the link, put the link in the video for last Sunday to kind of get who's interested in doing the meet and greet and stuff.
A lot of people responded and said that they were coming. They wanted to be there. We love it.
And so
hi Denise.
Click on the link when we you can either go to last Sunday's live or just wait until we post
or
this
go
one.
to the post, the community post.
Okay, the community post. Yeah.
Click on there. I think we had one post after that. I think it was for this live, but go to that community post, click on it, and fill out the questionnaire.
Yeah.
And,
Yep.
Somebody said, Kim, they said, are eggs expensive over there too? Now, I'm laughing, though, because last night we were on the phone with our grandmother, and y'all, she said, oh, what did she say? Did she ask? I think she was like, the eggs, they expensive. The eggs expensive.
She was talking about the eggs because she bakes a lot, and she sells cakes and stuff like that. And so she was saying that the eggs were expensive, and I was just like, you gotta get them, Grandma, because you got to keep on
baking.
I mean, up the price of your cakes, they're good. I did the questionnaire bringing my daughter. Ooh, that's exciting! I'm so excited about that, y'all. And so the Kate Spade stuff, I'm like, I wish that was like tomorrow, because I would get Kate Spade stuff, because they have all that stuff in. But by the time
what you talking about?
For the decorations and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Some occasionally Nail SW says y'all two are a party.
Aww.
We are from Louisiana.
Mm-hmm. Who asked where we're from? Oh, okay. I'm like, wait, who asked that? Can I ask?
Just seen your live. Hope you two.
Oh shucks.
Beauties are well.
Thank you, we are. Thank you.
Have you been on here before? I think you've been on here before. How long
you growing your hair? I don't know. I like my hair this short. It's so it's not very dense, and it's fine. That longer hair just doesn't look as full. So short hair is best for like fine hair, and so I might keep it this length. If I want to play with like length, I'll probably go back to a sew-in, which I've kind of been itching to.
Miss Debbie, our grandmother doesn't shop at Trader Joe's.
She sure doesn't.
She
They don't have Trader Joe's in Shreveport.
They don't. And the next place that she suggested that she needed to go after, where did she say? I think, was it Kroger that she went to, the first place?
She said she needs to go to Piggly Wiggly.
She said she needs to go to Piggy Wiggy.
Oh, Piggy Wiggly.
If anybody's familiar with Piggly Wiggly, y'all know me and Kim we was laughing. And she said, I'm going to go over there to Piggy Wiggy. Okay.
Love you, Grandma. Best play. Okay, so yes, Tanya, a meetup in
ATL.
So yeah, go ahead and fill out the questionnaire, and then yeah. But I think we have enough to be able to still move forward with all of our plans. But yeah, the more the merrier.
So when we do cook, Cynthia, Kim is doing the bulk of the cooking. We do so really cooking is all about assembling. You just have to know measurements and things like that. And our mom, she usually sends over her recipes.
Oh, I make her give us a recipe.
Yeah, because
I'm not a scratch person.
Yeah, we don't do from scratch. But our mom has really good recipes.
Oh my gosh, the best.
But we don't really like to cook. Now, when I do get married, I pray that my husband is a great cook
and loves it.
Yeah.
And and it's like, oh yeah, I only want, that thing that you can do very well. Like that.
Because that man going to be getting sandwiches. They're going to be good sandwiches, though.
Yeah. Now, I will do the laundry. I like doing laundry. So I'll be like, yeah, let me do the laundry.
Oh, you're saying in exchange for cooking?
Yeah,
I would do something else.
Yeah.
I would take the trash out for him. No, I wouldn't. No, I would not.
I have the bathrooms. I have the laundry.
Taking the trash out is my job right now. I honestly hate having to do that. And we have valet trash, so it has to be put out at a certain time and all that. It's too much to deal with. It really is.
It's looking nice. Can't lie.
Are you guys twins? No, we're not twins. We're sisters.
And lanterns. So you got the lanterns too. I didn't know that she had lanterns.
They had bicycles.
They had bikes. Oh my
they
God.
were so cute.
That was so cute.
It was
just too cute.
I can't even lie. It was so
too cute. I noticed my neighbor has a chicken coop, so I've been saying hello more than usual, trying to see what's up with eggs.
Eggs.
Let me get an egg. Can I borrow, instead of borrowing a cup of sugar, can I borrow an egg from you? Piggly Wiggly.
Piggy Wiggly.
Piggy Wiggly. Your whole life without knowing. Brazil. Yes, that's in the South. Yep. We are Southerners, okay? You show us the mirror. This one right here. Y'all, this,
oh, yeah.
I don't know if we told, well, I did tell the story about this mirror. So when we moved here, so we got this mirror from, in Shreveport. I think it was like less than $100 at like this discount place in Shreveport. And we thought it was a great idea to ship it through UPS. Because we were moving here. We were home visiting. And so it arrived and the glass was shattered. We had Fragile on it and everything. And so we sent it to a place here in Atlanta, and the price quote for the mirror without beveling. Beveling is like when you have that little, drop down piece, which makes the mirror really great. It was like, I think like about $100 or something like that. They quoted us $300 and something for the mirror with the beveling. We got the mirror with the beveling because it wouldn't be the mirror without it. But yeah, they played baseball with that, I think. But the Kate Spade colors would be so nice for the meet and greet, wouldn't that? So we could still, play off of that color palette for sure. We don't speak French.
I was about to say Archibald. No.
We don't speak French. I see your question marks, and so I'm only, I only know a little bit of
We're going to get that
Spanish.
haircut.
Your local hairstylist.
Actually, the haircut idea is from this European stylist. I don't know the name or anything like that. What I did was Google cute bob cuts. And the only people that I saw with this bob cut were white women.
From Europe.
Yeah, from Europe. Yeah. So it's the reason why a lot of a lot of us can't get with it is because we don't know about this.
Yeah.
But I Googled, and I know I wanted something different, and that's what came up. And when I saw it, I was like, that's dope. That's so dope. And a lot of people love it. They do.
Yeah. I saw it on a girl. I think she was Asian. And there was a guy that cut her hair, and he was white. And so I was like, oh my gosh. I actually wanted, when I first, because mine is growing out, I first wanted it here. She cut it just above here, which I was fine with. I was like, because it's going to grow back anyways, and it'll grow back how I wanted to. But yeah, so fantastic.
Really, can you do mine? Laugh out loud.
I think you're saying your hair, Tanya. We don't do hair. So maybe, I don't know. Laundry.
She said, hold on, he got the trash. Yeah.
Wait, who said that?
I had to wait. Okay, Neil. I was like, hold wait a minute. He got the trash.
Yes,
Samantha
the future
says,
hubbies being
great cooks. Yes, I joke about this with my sister.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
They got to.
No, I didn't get the lanterns. Okay.
Are y'all twins?
No, we're not. JoJo, bro,
thank you,
guys are
JoJo.
pretty. Thank you, JoJo. Exactly. Love hubby speaks. They
on the way, ladies.
Yes, amen. Everybody in the chat receive it. Miss Debbie been speaking over.
Miss Debbie set the precedent. She already got engaged, so it's like one after another.
Those flowers are beautiful. Thank you. Actually, I have some in my room. Our mom did this for us years ago.
Years and years ago.
And we brought it from our house when we moved here to Atlanta. We were like, we have to keep this.
Yeah.
So we got it when we move into our next home. I'm sure we'll keep them and maybe put them, I don't know, somewhere. I don't know. But if you go and look on other vlogs, like especially newer vlogs, you'll be able to see the flowers the arrangement that she did on my dresser. It's all white. Yeah. And it's just as pretty too. So
yeah, these flowers. Actually, she probably needs to rearrange them because we don't really know how. But she got those from Hobby Lobby, and they were an arrangement that she did for our very first photo shoot ever. Right?
Yeah. Yes.
Second photo shoot. This is the second photo shoot. Mm-hmm. Our first photo shoot was in the bonus room in the house, but then the second one was with everybody.
Okay.
Like with all the stuff, right?
Oh, no, I think that was,
or was that the first
was the same one. It was the same one.
So we were the Red Glasses Sisters at that time.
Yeah.
So we had an eyewear brand, and she did that for that. And it was so cute. We have to pull out pictures to show you guys.
Yeah, we're going to have to show y'all old pictures because, you'll be able to see the journey a lot more. Yeah.
Man, you guys rep Shreveport hard. That's good.
Yeah, we love
Shreveport. Yeah. I mean, I think Louisianans rep, like, where we're from. I think that's just a thing.
I want to answer this one. Basil Nick says, in what position do you have comfort? The praying position. I feel like you being wayward right now. I'm going to pray against that waywardness in you. But that's the position. That's the best position. Yeah. Now, when I get married, you ask me years later.
Don't ask me because that ain't your business. How about that? Miss Debbie said, did you see the white Kate Spade vases?
Oh, yes. Where?
Yes, remember I showed you it has the little bow
on it? That's right. So she was saying that she wants to start
I forgot to get that. That is one thing I forgot to get.
She wants to start doing fresh flowers.
Yeah, I want to start doing fresh flowers.
I don't know why. Because we've had fresh flowers before at home. And
not fresh flowers, we had plants.
No, we bought. Remember, we bought Mom those fresh flowers for Mother's Day.
But those were from Walmart, and they had gnats in them.
They did, y'all.
We said we'd never buy flowers from Walmart ever again.
Never again.
We have a story for everything tonight. My dad's wife is from Shreveport. Also, I don't hear the Shreveport accent at all. Oh,
now let me tell you something, Des. You may hear the Shreveport come out me. You know what I'm saying when I'm mad.
Is that even the Shreveport accent? I didn't know that.
What is the Shreveport accent?
I don't think Shreveport has like an accent. Like we have like.
We're country.
Yeah, I guess.
A lot of people say that me and Kim sound like we're from Washington or Cali.
Yeah. And
that's because we're proper. But I will.
When she says 5, she has 5.
Oh, 5.
But that's more like Savannah Southern drawl, like not.
If you hear me talk.
And then she says pecan.
Okay, pecan. Yes.
Which actually I learned that Southerners say pecan and Northerners say pecan.
Okay.
But pecan sounds so Southern.
Hi, Thiago.
Hi.
Nice to see you both here. Okay, thank you. Nice
to be seen.
Okay.
Nice to see your name.
All right. Warning, this live has been reported for going against us. Alrighty.
What's happening?
What's happening? I guess, the Southern twang. Yeah. Nothing's happening.
I don't think.
Yeah, because we're still, that ain't never happened before, ever. And that doesn't happen. Okay. Near NOLA, at least.
I get fresh flowers every week at Trader Joe's. I hear a lot of people get flowers from Trader Joe's. Our Trader Joe's...
You gotta finish.
What? Oh, my honey vine. Make sure I get flowers. That's so sweet. But I buy my own flowers before he came along, setting the tone for my soft girl air. That's so sweet. I love that. We don't. I don't normally do fresh flowers because of my sinuses. Like our mom's husband buys her fresh flowers, and a lot of times my sinuses are flipping through the roof. So I'm going on a limb trying. That white vase made me want.
Okay.
That white vase made me want to do fresh flowers.
But we're going to end up putting Pottery Barn flowers in that vase. So
no, don't end the live, you too.
Because it's not YouTube. They don't ever do those kinds of things. Like,
right.
Y'all are so weird. Not
and then they didn't end the live.
Right.
But yeah.
We don't do fear tactics over here. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Hallelujah.
I have my Vicks.
And they are live.
They are.
Ooh, did y'all get snow presents? We did them ourselves.
Yeah,
right. And besides, we've been terminated before, so we know the real deal.
Our channel was terminated, y'all, back in October, the end of October.
Yep.
And it was
we would have received a notification on the phone as well. A YouTube notification would have came to the email.
And so yeah, we know about that, but it wasn't anything. It was a misunderstanding. Basically. Definitely
a misunderstanding. Yeah. Did you tell Ted hi? No, you know what? Envy. That is, you were on the live the last time. No, I didn't. Actually, the last thing that Ted said to me was on a post that I just posted the other day, and I haven't been thinking about any music stuff at all. Hi, Kelly. Kelly, are you from Shreveport? She said, hi, y'all.
Hi, y'all.
Hi, y'all.
That's the whole South.
Hi. We were just talking about, like, Shreveport accents. Somebody said that we don't have a Shreveport accent. We're from Shreveport, Louisiana. But from time to time, you know.
Yeah.
Mine will come out.
Like
what you doing? We are just chilling.
Just chatting.
Talking to everybody. Yeah. Let's see. We've talked about... What have we talked about?
Oh, thank you, Juanita.
Simons, you ladies are just lovely. Oh, thank you.
Thank you. That's
Hope
sweet.
You're enjoying your evening.
We
thank
are.
you.
Thank you. Hope you're enjoying yours as well.
Yeah.
The pollen is real. Oh my gosh. Yes. And then we had the nerve to be standing outside and it like without a mask. I forgot. Yeah. I was like, I walked out of the house and I said, oh, I forgot my mask. Not thinking I was going to be standing outside for a while. And here I am.
You gals need to adopt NOLA accents. Yeah, heard me. No, we had a graphic designer in New Orleans, and we went and we met with him, and I think we went and got some dinner too.
Yeah.
But so he was telling us about how, because he also did Lyft and Uber from time to time, and so he was telling us about how when the people
others
in the car, they say baby. Because they like to hear, baby, how you doing, baby? Say baby. It's so funny. Gosh, it's hilarious.
Kelly says, I subscribe. I'm going to subscribe to you because I'm just a nice person. We appreciate
that. Oh, well, thank you. I hope you would subscribe because we're nice people. Because you're not forced to do anything.
Yeah.
You're not. But we want you to enjoy.
Yeah. How often do you do lives here? We have been doing most Sundays now.
Yeah.
Thanks to Cynthia. If Cynthia's here, Cynthia might get us to do another one.
Cynthia, we're gonna do another live next Sunday. Baby, no.
Miss Debbie says, "Hey, can find a hotel that would be close to the event near meet and greet. Will there be an event
at a hotel?
Or will it be an event in a hotel?" We haven't set the venue yet. We wanted to get a feel for like what we for who all would come.
Yeah.
And so
that'll
now,
be like the decision maker.
We can. I'm sure we can. Put out some like things that will help with locating the
hotel.
Yeah, a good hotel.
Y'all are so inspirational. I'm happy to have found you on YouTube. Have a wonderful evening and week. Stay blessed. Thank you, Samantha.
Thank you, Samantha.
She's so encouraging.
Samantha, I think you were the one who said that we should do a meet and greet. Were you able to fill out the form before you go? Like, if you're not gone already. Yeah, if so, Cynthia says, yes, girls. Yes, let's do one.
Okay, we'll be back here at 8 o'clock next Sunday.
No, you know what? Will we? Because we have a photo shoot next Sunday.
Well,
we can still do that, though.
Yeah, I think we can.
Because I think, so we will.
We might go live, like, while we're there. Yeah, during the photo shoot. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, let us, Underrated channel.
This channel deserves more people viewing this live. Aw,
thank you, Kelly.
That's sweet.
Hi, girl. Becky. Hi, Bex.
Hi.
I have an important question. Whitney or Mariah?
Both of them for different reasons.
Mariah.
I like Mariah.
Me and Mariah
Go back like her songs are amazing. That like Fantasy is like probably my favorite song of Mariah's. But I like Whitney. I found a newfound kind of interest in Whitney. So.
I've never really really cared for Whitney's vocals, but Brandy is my favorite artist, so hands down. She's very inspired. Yeah. Mimi, hey Mimi. Hi, Mimi. Beautiful ladies. Hi from the other side of the world. Hey, how are you? I will give you Easter Sunday off. That's funny. Are you both twins? No, we're not. We're sisters. Resurrection Sunday. Thank you, Cynthia. Yes. Heart for Samantha. Yes, let's give Samantha hearts. Yes, I did. I'll be flying in from Chicago, hopefully with my sister. Nice.
Oh, yay.
Love it. Hi, Jay Sparkles.
You're so kind. Oh, thank you, Becky. That's sweet. Thank you for subscribing. Did you hear the Boy Is Mine remix with Brandy and Monica? Are you talking about the one with Ariana Grande? Like, I don't know. Y'all are wrong for choosing Mariah over Whitney. I'm hurt.
No.
I mean, like I said, it's half and half. Like, I can't choose because they both have so many.
But wait a minute though. Remember the song that they did together for Prince of Egypt? Many nights we pray. No.
Oh, you'll be in Chicago. Is that where your fiance's from, Miss Debbie? They too young for Whitney.
We were moving mountains.
I don't think we're too young for Whitney. Whitney, we're old enough for
there
Whitney.
can be miracles.
Oh, he's from New York.
When you believe.
I'm just having
no hope is for real. It's hard to hear. Oh, who know what miracles? For somebody who don't care for Whitney.
Right.
I see positive energy. That's the Holy Ghost. Hiya. That's the K.
We have to be close, child.
Mariah Carey is definitely that girl for sure.
I love Mariah.
Yeah, so
they both have great songs.
They do. We have to be close.
Let's get close to your family. Our aunt is coming out with her fiance, and because his family lives here, and so we're gonna hopefully be able to connect with her. I like to give people their time with their, with their people. So
with their mans?
Yes, with their mans and fans, So it's fun if she doesn't, but we do hope we get to.
Simon from American Idol would love you. That's funny.
Progressive energy, I see, babe. Holy Spirit.
That's the Holy Spirit. That's what it is.
Spirit. I love Tupac. I'm not a rap fan.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. Is this two tennis players?
Anyway, YouTube ladies are very beautiful.
Thank you.
What you talking about, Chris?
But, that's funny. I love me some Whitney. I love Mariah too, but I have to listen really closely to make out the lyrics. Really, you know what? Because Mariah brought out for Mariah. I think you're talking about Mariah, right, Des? Because Mariah brought out the dictionary. Mariah taught us some things.
Yeah.
Mariah, I'm like, you know what? So yeah, you do. You have to pull out your dictionary and you have to what is she talking about? Like, what is she actually saying?
Who do you sing the most like? I love Brandy, so I love her tone. Back in when what's the album? Lord have mercy, Full Moon when it came out. I basically kind of not necessarily studied, but just because you listen to it so much, you just start to sing like her or whatever. But I just love her sound. I love her tone. I love how she does her background vocals. So if you hear my music, background vocals, things like that, you'll hear some nuances. I like her, but I try to stray away from doing things like the people that I like. I want to do my own thing, but I'm still inspired. So yeah. Bye, guys. Bye, Vincent.
Bye. Thanks for coming
by. Yeah, we love Mariah. She's great.
Yeah.
She's fine.
Kelly said, I'm back. Sorry, I wasn't here for a while.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Thanks. My family's from Chicago. Okay, yeah. So are you from Chicago, Miss Debbie? Oh, you know what? I think I remember you and someone else having a conversation about how you guys, where you guys grew up.
Yeah. I think so. Jay Sparkles, my favorite Brandy song is Angel in Disguise.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
I hear some Kiera. Oh, I love Kiera. But Kiera is very inspired by Brandy too. Yeah.
Yeah, people do not appreciate Brandy. And I see people even go as far as to say she can't sing. I'm
Too much.
Y'all don't know.
Too much.
That tells me all I need to know. I will not argue.
Y'all don't know how to sing.
I won't argue with you at all.
True singers understand tone and control.
And that lady is accurate. She has it.
Still loving you. Oh, I really, really love you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Love you. and stays in the pocket. Oh my gosh. She can sing. Chris Brown is also good at staying in the pocket too. And see, a lot of people, will be on the gospel side, we'll be they can sing, but you got all your, your gospel singers who do this and do that, and they be singing down. But when you get somebody who can stay in the pocket and they just they stay in that groove and they sound good and do a little run. It just be good. I love it. Hey, ladies, my first time here.
Oh, welcome.
Hi, Stash. Do you like chili cheese fries?
Do.
Indeed. Yeah.
And do.
I bet you like them too. Can you please scream? I like your cute nose. Please show me one. Jesus, your voice is nice. Thank you. Gay.
Does J-Lo stay in the pocket? J-Lo has nice songs, nice dresses.
Now, we're not gonna come for J-Lo because bitty bitty bum bum.
That wasn't her.
I know, I don't care, but she played the heck out of Selena.
No, she's a great
bitty 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 bum bum. Bitty 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 bakakare.
She is.
Bakare tastakaya taya.
No,
Up
ma'am.
and down the.
That's enough.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
That'll do it for me.
That'll do it for me.
Tangora.
J-Lo can't spell J-Lo in A flat. Oh my gosh.
J-Lo is a great actress. She can dance her tail off.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And she has some nice songs. Like,
everybody don't do the singing. But you know.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I can't dance, so you know, they would say the same thing about me about the dance. So.
We're not going there with J-Lo. Right. We're not doing it.
It's a positive channel.
She knows how to get married.
Indie face.
Indie face. Touche. If you can choose a country to travel to, which country would you? Greece.
Yeah. I would go to Greece.
Greece.
Or anywhere, well, not anywhere in Italy, but like somewhere
Yeah.
in Italy. So like Rome, Milan, something like that.
I was hearing Jasmine Sullivan. Oh, I love Jasmine too. And you're going to probably hear those types of vocals or voices rather because my voice is raspy. And they have raspier voices. Brandy, Jasmine, yeah. I'm not scared of lions and tigers and bears. Loving you. I'm a little nasally too. Come to Brazil. Wait, he said no. Because child, that Selena impersonation was not it. Coco Jones is really you know, Coco, she's been surprising me.
She's good.
She can really sing.
She has grown. You know, I watched Coco. I found out about her during the Disney Channel time, her Disney Channel time. Like, I was grown, but still watching Disney Channel. I think it was still supposed to appeal to like 20-ish type people. But yeah, I was definitely watching the Disney Channel up until 27. So whatever. but like she was before I turned 27. So, but yeah, no, she has really grown. Like as a complete like celebrity, she's grown. And like, I mean, I'm just floored by her. I
want to know.
Coco Jones was like, yeah, she was. So there's a movie with that she and
Hi Ahmad.
What's his name?
I'm God. Wow.
What's his name? What was the caramel kind of skin guy? Cute. He was on
Dang, what's
another name of the movie? What's that guy's name?
I forgot too.
I forgot his name. But yeah, so she was in a movie with him.
Oh, right here.
Oh, I'm like,
want to know? I just joined the live. Okay. They'll say Jasmine Sullivan follows Brandy, right?
Brandy Stronghold.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, no, wait. No, go with.
Was there a question?
I remember them. I remember them standing in a hallway on a video, and they were talking about how they would do a song together or something like that. So.
You're older than 27. You look so young.
Oh, nice. Thank you. Thank you. So then
I'm 11 years older than 27.
Then that means that she looks very young.
I'm about to be 12 years older.
Yeah, I'll be 41 in November 30th.
Have we started looking at House of David? We have not. No. A friend of ours wanted to watch that with us, and he's been traveling, so we haven't started watching. Have you completed it, Miss Debbie? We hear that something like, I think, was it something inaccurate or was it something that we heard that was inaccurate about it or?
Somebody, so we watch a lot of Christian, what's the names?
YouTubers?
Well, yeah, YouTubers, but podcasters.
We look below 30. Oh, nice. Thanks.
Thank you, MV. And so one of the podcasts that we listen to, it's called Track Stars. There's a group of men and they sit at the mics and they talk about all the, current events and things like that in Christian, in the world, all that. And so one of their friends, she and her husband, they were watching the movie and she mentioned rather that, there's a, like an evil spirit connected to it. And while, like we understand that, these movies and things they are Christian inspired or, biblically inspired, Hollywood is at the helm of all of these movies. And so a lot of things are, said to be happening, all that kind of stuff. And so that was what we heard. Now, I haven't seen the show. Honestly don't know if I'll watch. I don't know. But yeah, that's the thing.
So that's what we heard. Okay.
Yes.
Just like people don't like Chosen, but she enjoyed
Chosen. What was Chosen?
It was a show or movie. Yeah, we didn't watch The Chosen either. But I don't remember why I didn't.
I don't remember.
I remember hearing about it. I just didn't see it.
Who's in that?
I don't remember.
Oh.
But we did see King of Kings.
Yeah, we saw that.
It's a cartoon. It's a cartoon. You know what? I'm gonna actually accept two times Lizzo because
Lizzo is gorgeous.
Looks great.
She looks really good. She
does. Y'all love bringing that lady up.
Y'all do.
You gotta let him know.
You know what it is though, because they don't like to say. They don't like to say the F word.
Fat.
See, I didn't want to say because YouTube might, trip or something like that. But no, go and say it. Say it. I don't watch this stuff. I'll write my own Christian movies if I had the funding. Yeah. Hi.
Looking at season 4 now. Oh, okay. So did we like the King of Kings? The King of Kings was actually good. I liked it. It was not Prince of Egypt though.
Malak, I think. Milak.
Thank you. No, thank you. Prince of Egypt is my very favorite.
Yes, he does. He died for us. Thank you. He loves you too.
Amen. Thank you. My favorite cartoon Christian movie is Prince of Egypt. And I was so excited to see the King of Kings. And so, and I left, liking it, but I think that it didn't spend enough time on like some of the stories, like some of the miracles that Jesus did. And it didn't piece together, I think, for me.
Oh, someone said that they watched it too. They saw it too.
King of Kings. I watched it and it was so good.
We saw Joseph, Prince of Dreams. We saw that one.
Yeah, we saw
Yeah,
Joseph.
We sure did. Yeah,
that one is pretty good. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. I like Joseph's story. Mm-hmm. I want them to do, whoever did Prince of Egypt, I want them to do Joseph's story. And that was DreamWorks. Yeah. But, I mean, but you know what? I think DreamWorks did do Joseph, didn't they?
I don't think so.
Because
remember we were saying how like the what's the name is different, the animation and all of that stuff. It was different.
Don't they have different? I don't know.
I love the Bob girls. Keep on doing sharing the gospel. Thank you, Cleo.
I every now and again I get the itch to watch The Prince of Egypt.
I'm reading the Bait of Satan. Are you familiar?
No, I'm
familiar. Yeah, no. You guys embody the book so much because it's about not taking offense the way you don't take offense and allow comments to roll off your back.
Aw.
You know, what's so funny though is that we keep seeing ex-witches talk about how if you are offended and you walk in offense, that it's easy for different things to happen to you as well. I'm not fully knowledgeable on how exactly and all that kind of stuff, but that kind of stuff keeps you in check, and which is probably one of the reasons why the Lord says, like, number one, don't be offended because he says don't be offended. Yeah. The Bible says don't be offended. But anytime that you are walking in offense or walking in sin and things like that, you're open. You have open doors. So this is one. I'm sure that's why you can't be offended, and why these ex-witches are warning people, because like don't walk in offense. You're open. You know what I'm saying? And so, thank you, Des, for recognizing that
thank
too.
you. That's sweet.
Because, yeah, like, yeah. It feels good to be seen for the good stuff. Thank you. It's commendable. Thank you so much. Trying to tell you, and it's nice. Good morning from Nairobi, Kenya. Hi. The Bait of Satan is a great book. Read it years ago. It's very good. Who's it by?
Yeah, who's it by? I'd like to check that out.
I looked at Mary on Netflix. It was pretty good.
Okay.
All these shows and stuff. Yeah.
Heard of like a lot of. Is it a show? Is Mary a show, or is it a series? I like biblical. Like I like historical movies. First of all.
John Bevere. Okay, I love him.
Oh yeah. What book do we have by him?
Oh.
We don't have any other books by him.
We may. I just don't know. We have so many books.
Yeah. I don't ever remember.
Okay.
Like, yeah, okay, we're gonna have to look that up.
Mm-hmm. She says it was
a movie. I'm gonna have to look that up too. Mary, let me write these down.
Kryptonite, what's that? I mean, we know what kryptonite is, but why are you referencing kryptonite? Have you been watching King of David? No, we haven't been watching King of David. We were just talking about if we were gonna watch or not, and we went and saw King of Kings. He wrote Kryptonite, Kryptonite as well. Yeah, okay. Oh no, I was about to say, like, I know I'm not crazy. I saw Kryptonite. But okay, I see. So now what is Kryptonite? Is it me? Am I doing something wrong here? What?
Oh no, nothing.
As a
you
couple,
guys are giving me some stuff to watch.
just trying to find things to enjoy as a Christian couple.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's really good. That's exciting. But yeah. We're always trying to find something to watch, like, good stuff like that's entertaining, but
Oh, got it. He wrote a book on addictions called Kryptonite. Wow. Yeah, I love both he and his wife.
Go to bed. Stop being bossy.
Right.
That's controlling.
Right.
D. 4 eyes.
D.
We have 2 eyes. You cannot count D.
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 No, because we have 4 eyes. D. D.
Snoop Dogg's daughter.
Snoop Dogg's daughter is pretty.
I'm assuming you mean by this hair too.
Ow!
Snoop Dogg's hair is always laid.
Oh, his hair be laid for sure. Sure do. Oh, y'all be. Hi, KJ. She is pretty. Yes, she is. All that hollering. You. Oh, y'all is so bossy. That's what we're going to give y'all name, boss.
Them shiny heads.
It's called moisturizer.
Hella, can you consider becoming? No. Oh, you can. No. Yes, girl. Popcorn and good old lemonade or some ice cold ginger ale. That sounds like a good night to me.
Miss Debbie, I feel like you and your fiance be enjoying. Y'all just be in a nice, comfy blanket. I feel like
Get
your house.
A nice cup of coffee.
I bet your house smell like some type of vanilla or something like. Oh, I bet your house so comfortable.
You look like it didn't.
Like Diddy. You look like Diddy. What?
I'm not doing that. Master Troll. Hello. Can you consider? No. You two on Looney Tunes. No, but I used to love Looney Tunes.
I did too.
Shout out.
Thank you, KJ.
Yeah, thank you. Concentrate if y'all don't stop with that racket. Well, you came on our live.
Sure did.
So
knock
it off.
Get out of here. Scram
and scram.
scram.
Hi, darling.
You know what? Okay, so look, this is the thing. So we said at the beginning of this live that you guys who won the giveaway last week, to hit us up in our DMs and all that. So we're waiting on the other two. If they don't come through,
I think Mimi said that she.
Mimi, she sure did. That's right. So if the other girl doesn't come through, hopefully she does. If she doesn't, we're gonna split them down the middle.
Yeah.
And you and Mimi gonna have that.
Mm-hmm. Can you shout out my boy Zach? Hey.
No.
We can do this too.
Hey, how about that I did? Huh? Hey, about that. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Thank you, Mimi. Okay. No, Kim reminded me too.
I got you, Mimi.
And be loud. What are you talking about? Dang, how many of our people are on here in the crazies?
I know. Loco.
I think I just. She's telling me what happened.
So Mimi, can you email it? She said she'll send it again.
Oh, okay.
If you email it, then we'll get it and they won't erase. So it's info@joliexnoir.com, or you can do the contact form and just put your information on there. We need to go bike riding. I love riding bikes.
I don't, because I don't like how the seat feels.
Oh, that hurts.
My bum.
No, that part hurts.
Yeah, it does.
I need to go swimming. I love swimming, and I've been wanting to go swimming.
I don't need to do anything.
Okay, great. Thank you, Mimi. I mean, he sounds like he was making a suggestion of something that's fun.
No, I think he was trying to throw a dig.
Oh, no, to me, he's making a suggestion of something fun to do.
Oh, okay. Go ahead with your suggestion.
I need to go swimming. You know how we say, I need to do this, and
I love that. That's good. I love it.
That's what that's going to be. Okay, thank you, Mimi.
Beautiful women with beautiful spirits. Good interacting again. Cheers and enjoy your week. Thank you, Envy.
Good night. Yes,
it's my birthday.
Is my go-to. A good aerobic swim. Yes, I love swimming.
She knows how to swim very well.
Oh my gosh. My mom said that when, or our mom said that when I was like 3, I jumped in the pool. She had to grab me out, but I was just fine. I've always loved water.
Chasen. Oh, okay. Chasen.
Oh,
all right.
Cute name.
It's my birthday.
Thank you, Joel.
Can I get a shout out for my birthday gift?
For my birthday gift.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jason, yeah. Happy birthday to you. Oh.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Gregory.
Yeah, I want to get into swimming again, Miss Debbie. I haven't been swimming in years, years.
Yeah, no, and I don't even really care for swimming, Yeah, I just really don't, because I don't like how the chlorine gets in my hair and I have to get out and wash it as soon as we're done.
Yeah, that's why I don't go swimming out of town, because I have to wash my hair, and it's hard to wash hair out of town.
No, Grayson, we're not twins.
Yeah, we're not twins, just sisters. Oh, you've been enjoying the playlist? Oh, good. Our mom and her husband has been enjoying the playlist, too.
Hi, Annalie. So cute.
Oh, that's cute.
Annalie.
Hi. Yeah. Thank you, love.
You're very welcome, Chasen. Very, very welcome.
Y'all, I'm getting hungry, and it is late. That means I need to go to sleep. We're doing a challenge this week.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna put it out there because I'm gonna let you. Because by next vlog, well, actually by next Monday's vlog, we need to let you guys know that we were successful with our 7-day challenge.
Yes, we definitely
It's gonna be
do.
a raw fruit and vegetable challenge. We've never done 7 days. It's hard to do 3, and so yeah.
Grayson says, "What's your haircut called, or what culture is it from?" That's hilarious. So. It's actually rather funny that you asked that because we explained earlier. Good morning.
Oh, thank you, Chasen.
And I know that you weren't on here, but I want to explain it again for the people who are like, "What? What is this?" Okay. So I wanted a shorter bob than what I have had. Y'all are so ghetto. Oh my gosh.
What happened?
The Batu person.
Tupac or Notorious B.I.G. What? What's
Nothing.
wrong?
I thought something else.
Wrong?
No, you did not.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, either way. So why I was inspired to get this cut or whatever is because I looked up on Google cute bob cuts, and the one that came up was by this European stylist, and I don't know the name of the person. Really, that didn't even matter. What I saw was the haircut that they did. And it was a white lady, and they're overseas, like in Europe. And it was shaved off in the back, and it was cut like this short. And I thought it was just so dope because, I mean, it was just really different. And I liked it. It was really cute. And so, yeah, that's the inspiration. But it's funny that a lot of people come on here, and it'd be a lot of these men, and they're... Yeah.
They inquire about it.
They inquire about it. They do.
Yeah. It's just a bob. It's just a short haircut. So Miss Debbie said something up here. Drink that water. I'm doing a challenge.
Starting tomorrow. 3-day challenge starting tomorrow.
Starting tomorrow. So are you doing like fruits and veggies only? Oh, water, fruits, and vegetables. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing too.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be interesting.
Very
that
much
is
so.
difficult. It's
for
difficult
7 days because the first 3 days we do that, but
that is hard.
Yeah, it's hard the first 3 days, but to do it 7 days, So we'll let you guys know on Sunday. How it went.
Oh yeah, because we're doing the live on Sunday. Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good night, Chasen.
Good night.
Let's see. Oh, thank you, Des. Yeah, she says, OMG, praying for you guys. That will be difficult, but y'all got this.
Yes.
I was like, I'm going to make it a consecration.
No, Kawana, we're not. We're sisters.
Yeah, we're not twins. How old are we? 38.
And I'm 40.
Yep. Can you shout out my little brother? Oh, he has cancer. What's his name, Jason?
Jason.
Fasting before Resurrection Sunday. Oh, okay. Nice. Oh, that's a good idea.
Carter. Oh, cute. Carter. Cute.
I love that.
Hi, Carter.
Carter. Hi, Carter.
May God cover you and keep you real good.
Juanita Simmons. Enjoyed the live.
Thank
y'all
you.
Keep rocking it. I wish y'all could block them.
Oh my gosh. No, but
they need to shoot. Blessings and favor. Good
what's
night.
her name? We do have a subscriber who's on here now. She's been doing it. And she does a really good job.
With a 1-2 punch.
She does.
It's great. Oh, good night, Miss Debbie.
Good night.
Yeah, we have been on here for a while. You know, and it's time for me to take my NyQuil. And then I have something. I do actually have some work for Jolie Noir that I have to do too.
Yeah, it's been a...
We're going to be back on next Sunday, either during our photo shoot or
at 8 o'clock.
At 8.
But y'all check out the live tomorrow as well at 8 o'clock a.m.
The vlog.
Vlog. Oh my gosh. Check out the vlog at 8 o'clock a.m. in the morning. And if you don't check it out at 8 a.m., of course, you have all day and all week to check it out. So, yeah.
Yay. Good night. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you. Love y'all.
And don't forget to fill out the type form as well for the meet and greet. Bye.